Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Brand new League SBCs have just been released for the first time in a couple of weeks now, and we're going to be going ahead, maybe completing some of them. I'm especially looking at this Ligue one because I'll show you guys the players you get from that in just a moment, and I'll also be selling on a lot of my investments that I've picked up and showing you guys like the price I got them for and how much profit we're going to be making on them. I'll also let you guys know when to actually sell your cards because I won't be selling every single one of them in today's stream. Some of them I think I'll be holding on to. So if you guys have invested for these SBCs, which I have done loads and loads of videos on so far this year, as it's such an easy way of making coins, then you guys will be rolling in the profit right now. Like, I've probably made maybe 200-300k once I sell everything from this, or I can complete the SBC cheaply. And if you don't know, you get basically a pick of 2 cards, and look at these choices. I mean, Tovan we can ignore, yeah, he's good, but look at Depay. Remember, he's got 5-star skill moves and he's a striker. He's also got 91 pace on this card. Really good dribbling, shooting, passing, physical. Like, you could play him anywhere from cam up to striker. And you could link him up to the likes of Promise. You could link him to Fakir as well. Obviously, Promise you can link into maybe like Ben Yedder and stuff. Ben Yedder could then link into like Fakir and people. So you've got so many really, really good options there. And this is a very, very like enticing SBC. I was originally just going to like 100% sell everything, but there weren't many cards that would have made me complete it, and that Depay card is sick. Chinese Super League has got these 2 cards. I mean, Augusto does have a nice card, I'd say, but he's just a little bit too slow. I mean, it is a nice well-rounded card, but you can basically just go and get Paulinho, who's got a better card and plays in the same league. Not for the same club, but I mean, you can get Paulinho for like 15k. So I personally wouldn't do the Chinese Super League. I mean, that Oscar card's also quite good, but again, it's quite good. Like, you could get Anson Talisca, and he's basically the same card. So I think Ligue 1, though, is definitely one that's interesting. Now, a lot of people are saying, like, when should you sell cards and stuff? Now, that really depends on the players. Certain players you want to sell now, certain players you want to wait on. And I'll be going through basically every single team, seeing the players I've got for them. And I'll let you guys know kind of what I'd recommend doing. So, yeah, people are asking me, but as I said, I will get to that right now. So first of all, this card here I invested a lot in. He's called Adenon, and that is because, as you guys can see, he's going for like, what, 9k now? This guy is basically the one of only 2 centre-backs this club has. Currently, loads and loads of people are listing their investments on the market for a card like this. Now, there are certain cards that I think are going to become massively expensive, and I think Adenon is one of them. I think he's probably going to go extinct and will rise up loads because you only have 2 centre-back options at this club. So I think he's definitely one to keep hold of. If you have any of those super rare cards like that, where they're like in really, really high demand, they will be a little bit cheaper now because people are going to be listing all their investments on the market. But I mean, they are definitely going to start getting rarer and rarer. As people initially complete these SBCs and use up these cards on the market, they're going to get really rare. So those types of cards I'll be keeping for like a week or so to see what they go to. Like, yeah, I could sell this card now for 5.5k. I got them for 400 coins, and I have more on my transfer list. So that's how good this trading method is. Like, I've done videos showing you guys how to get these cards, like the cards to get. And like this card here, I could make back like 10 times basically what I spent on that initial investment. But I'm going to wait on him again as he's the only left back for that club. Now, left mid, I believe they actually have a couple of options, so they're not going to be super expensive. But still, you're looking at like 5k for this card that I got for 1.5. So again, like, cards like this, I will probably sell because like there isn't a huge demand for someone like this. Despite that, he's still actually going for a few thousand coins, like what, 3-4k. But those really rare cards that I think have the potential to go up loads, I'm going to keep hold of. Because when we first saw like the Lille SBC last year, the centre backs that went up to being about 30k started off initially being kind of the same price as we're seeing here for a lot of these players, like 6-7k. But as people gradually completed the SBCs, they got rarer and rarer. The cards I'd recommend selling, though, are players like this. So like cards that aren't going to be in a massive demand. So like, if a team has like 5 centre backs, then those centre backs you can sell on. How much is Depay? Well, like, obviously I have no idea how much the whole SBC is right now. Like, it shouldn't cost that much if you invested for it beforehand, which I recommend to all of you. And I've done loads of videos recommending to you. That's what I'd say to do. I'm not sure how much it is from scratch. It won't have updated yet. Which Chinese players, Chinese Super League players, are in the player picks? It's Oscar and Renato Augusto, neither of which have that good cards. Like, you've got Talisca and Paulinho, who have relatively comparable cards for a lot cheaper. I'd say, well, right now, like people are saying, how much is this to complete? Right now, it's probably like 500k. I'd say to do Ligue 1, just because like these cards are really inflated. What you see over time though is the really expensive or the really rare exclusive cards get rarer and more expensive, but all the other cards get cheaper. But they start off being a lot. But I've basically just invested. I haven't really invested in like the mid-tier kind of players. I've basically just picked up all the really rare cards that I think have the biggest potential to rise up, and they're the cards that you guys will have seen in my videos. So they're also the ones obviously that will go up the most. So you guys do want to get on. I don't have players from like a lot of these clubs like Monaco and stuff, for example. I've got like the odd player like Monet Paquet, for example. This card right here is one that I thought would rise up a lot, as he's, I think, the only left-sided midfielder for this club, and as you guys can see, he's like 5k or so already. So in those kind of positions like that, where there's only one or two players, I'm gonna probably hold off on selling the cards for the moment. I'm actually gonna go and look in my club where I've built a full squad of Ligue 1 players, and I'll show you guys. So this team right here, we've already, I think, no, we haven't actually sold anyone yet, but this is my team of like the rarest cards basically, and the ones that I think have the biggest potential to rise in price. So we're going to go through and just check what everyone's selling for, and most of these cards I will probably end up keeping, just because, as I've said, once the initial hype's died down and everyone who wants to complete the SBC has gone ahead and completed it, it's going to use up all the supply of cards on the market, because right now loads of people who've invested for this SBC are getting rid of their investments and they're just selling them all on, so there's a really big supply of them on the market. There is a big demand for them, but gradually that supply is going to diminish as people buy these cards. And there will still be a big demand, because this is a really popular SBC looking at the reward you get from it. Now this card here, Fortes, I've literally got like 20 of. I'm not sure what he's currently going for, but I think he's got the potential to go up massively, because just like that other centre back I showed you guys earlier, he is the only, or one of only two for the club right here. When should you sell 83 rated goal players? From the Ligue 1, don't sell them right now. Like if you've got 83s, wait till there's an SBC that requires 83 or 84 rated players. Wait for like a repeatable team of the week SBC or something. There's no demand for those cards now, so they're really cheap. How much is the whole SBC? I've no idea. No one will know right now, because like it takes ages for the prices to update on Footbin and stuff. And yeah, like right now it's going to be lows, because every single silver card is going for like 4 or 5k. When do I get weekend league rewards? I think they come out Thursday evening, 7 p.m. So I'll be doing obviously a video like as always for that. I'll be doing, I think, my account and one or two others, so we'll have loads of rewards. But like this guy here, I was getting him. I got this guy on the web app before the full game for FIFA 19 even came out on console on early access. So literally like the first day of the game, I picked up about 20 of this guy for maybe 200 or 300 coins, and he's going for 4k now, which is okay, but I think he's got the potential to go like a lot more than that, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for that one. The team on screen, I'm going to wait for a week or so. Yeah, I am. Basically just because everyone who's invested is selling now, so there's like loads of cards on the market, and this is also when lots of people are going to start doing the SBC. So right now, like, I think a lot of people are just going to be like spamming the market with stuff. So it's not a good time to then add more to that, because the prices are just getting really, really low. They're going to go up though once people start listing like all the cards they've got, and once they've got rid of the cards they've invested in, there's then going to be basically just cards that people have packed being listed onto the market, as opposed to investments. So I'm waiting right now. Can Depay be a good cam? Yeah, Depay's got really good stats for like any attacking position. For the Premier League SBC that will come out soon, should you invest in rare silver players that are at least 72 rated? Don't just invest in any random silvers. Look at the video I did yesterday, and that shows it's basically like this. Like this squad here has got the best players to invest in from Ligue 1, and every single one of these cards is like 2k or more, really. I'm just gonna go through. I want to check every single player here. Look at this. Look at this. Here we go. We've got a player who's going extinct already. I believe this guy is one of the only left backs for Montpellier. You sold your whole team before Ultimate Scream. When should you buy it back? When will the lowest prices be? They were really low. Like I think on Friday evening is when I bought like Martial for like 22k, and he's now 30 something k. I also got some team of the week investments like Bernardo Silva. I believe I got him for like I think Bernardo Silva was like 40k, and he's now nearly 50. Beverly Hendon, thanks for subbing, dude. We've got nearly 400 viewers on the stream, so thanks a lot for joining. Everyone who's around here. If you guys are new as well, don't forget to subscribe. All that good stuff there. But this is one of the best ones we've got so far. The player who's gone up to near that kind of maximum price, and it's quite rare, is Pote. And yeah, we're going for 800 coins, and he's currently going for 9.8k. Now, he's probably going to go extinct. I'll wait for like these cards to sell, as people, like anyone completing this SBC, they're going to probably have not even got to Montpellier. I think, is that Montpellier? Yeah, they won't have even got there yet, because that's near the end of the alphabet when you go through the teams. So not many of these cards will be being bought as of right now. Some of these bronze cards I expect will go really, really rare. This guy's like 5k already. Is it me or am I really quiet? I shouldn't be quiet because I'm literally like eating my microphone. It's right in front of my mouth. You search Pote, he's got 2 teams, so he's a really rare card. Is he? Does he actually? That makes it even better. That makes it even better. Let's quickly check. Yeah, he transferred to Troyes. That's perfect. This card is probably one of the rarest on the game then, because he's transferred very, very early in the season. This card's another one that I picked up like super early on in the game. The Ligue investments are what I made literally like within the first 2-3 days of the game. Even on the web app, I was getting a lot of these cards just because no one was really focusing on like potential SBCs or anything like that. This card's one that has gone up a lot. He's like 9k. This card's gone up loads. Is he actually going for 9k? 8.3. 8.3k is the lowest by now on this card. He's like every single one of these cards are ones that I told you guys to invest in. This guy I invested in very, very early on in the game. I also I kind of hyped him up a bit, like because I felt this guy had the potential to rocket up to like 30-40k as he gradually gets extinct. So I think a lot of people may have invested in him because of that. But he will gradually change. I'm so quiet, just turn your volume up because I can't be any louder. Like I'm literally, you guys can see I'm like that far from my microphone, which is on full volume. So yeah, Arojo is one that like I could sell all these cards now for, I could probably make a few 100k profit, but I'm just waiting. Like I'm being patient because all these types of players here I think can go up more. I am gonna start like also people who keep saying I'm so quiet, like there's nothing I can do about that. So. Yeah, I'm gonna just clear. We've already sold that guy there. I'm gonna clear all of this, and we're gonna start selling a few duplicates and things. But yeah, I can't do anything about being quiet. My mic's turned up to the max volume, and I'm literally like right next to my microphone, as you can see. So I've got a few cards already over here. Luckily, I hadn't relisted these cards because all of these kind of cards here now are going for way too less, way more than what they are now. Again, someone just said I'm too quiet. I can't do anything about that. Can you get Depay in the rewards, or is the thumbnail clickbait? You can get Depay in the rewards, hence why I've put it on the thumbnail. It like the thumbnail's just a screenshot of like the rewards you can get. It's Depay and Thauvin. They're the ones. How much do you think it will cost for the whole Ligue SBC? Probably like 400 to 500k now, but it will drop down loads. Actually, maybe not even that. Maybe like 300 or 400k. But cards are really like overinflated as of right now. Turn my mic up. I'm literally impossible to hear. Well, I'm not, because lots of people can hear me, and my mic's on full volume. So like, as I've said, there's like literally no point like saying I'm quiet. I can tell obviously because people are saying that, but yeah, like I can't change the mic volume. I will go into my settings and change it. It may have for some reason my mic sometimes turns down the volume, although literally every time I go onto my computer I check and it's at, yeah, it says it's at, it should be louder now. It's so weird. Literally before I started streaming I put my microphone to 100% volume, so it will probably be louder now. But yeah, lots of people say they can hear me fine. Apparently it's like 250k to do. Mikael Khan, welcome to the stream. What's going on, man? I need to make sure I don't accidentally relist these cards because these are very, very like very, very high potential of going up a lot in price right now, these types of cards, and I've got them listed for too cheap because basically I was just constantly listing these cards to kind of up the price a little bit. So yeah, now you guys will be able to hear me. I was probably a bit too loud, so I can move away from my mic, but apparently I just ear raped everyone in the stream. Literally the stream's just now full of a chat of people saying it's too loud. Yeah, I've moved away from the mic now, so should be good. Yeah, apparently it's really loud. And it's just the normal volume now. I don't know why this keeps happening to my mic. It's really annoying. But yeah, I'm further away now, so it's fine. But because the stream chat's delayed, I can just see loads of people spamming saying it's too loud. But yeah, it should be okay now. I'm just listing all these cards up really expensively just to drive the price up. We've got various other investments. What I'm going to do is just I don't want to have these relisted again, so I'm just going to swap these with a duplicate in my club, and then it will just keep them on my transfer list like this. These are all of my like Premier League investments and like various other leagues. Got 500 viewers right now on the stream, which is awesome. I'm going to relist. Actually, some of these cards he might sell for a bit now because this SBC. I'm not sure. I'm just going to like list these cards for cheap, whatever. I need to get rid of cards on my transfer list because I do need to start obviously like listing up a lot of the cards that I've picked up. People are now saying they can't hear me again. Well, you can literally just turn up your volume because I just turned mine up loads, so it is apparently really loud now. You've been a fan since 10k, can you get a shout out? Yeah, Rodeo Drive, shout out to you. When should you sell Lusa Rojo? I've got a few of him. I'm waiting I'm waiting on all those kind of cards until the prices kind of settle down a bit, because I think that everyone's listing up their cards right now. Like literally everyone's selling on their investments at this moment in time, and like I think that after like a couple of days, all the people who initially sold on their investments, like there's going to be less cards on the market. The hype's going to start dying down with people selling on cards, and I'll obviously be able to then sell them with less other cards on the market, and they'll hopefully be more expensive. Please make this a series for future League SBCs. Yeah, that is a series I do at the moment. So I've got yesterday I did one on the Premier League SBC and the best investments. I did one on the Calcio UA. I was actually going to do a video. It's so annoying. I was going to do a video on Ligue investments tomorrow, but obviously the SBCs come out now. So I will do one for probably the Bundesliga or La Liga tomorrow, depending which one you guys want to see. I'm going to gradually start selling some cards right now. Like if I've got loads of duplicates, I'll sell. Like I've got a Lafort in my club, so I'm going to sell him for 5.2k. And that's like, look at this. These cards cost me 600 coins, and I'm selling them for so much more than that. Like this way of making coins is so good. There's no other trading method or investing method that allows you to make back this much profit. When is the October giveaway being announced? Well, the clue's in the name. It's the October giveaway, so at the end of October. And then I'll do one for, like, I'm going to do monthly giveaways throughout the rest of FIFA just to, like, give back. I've always typically done, like, a big giveaway for, like, a copy of FIFA or something. But I'm going to do, like, smaller giveaways, but more regularly, really, because, like, my FIFA 19 giveaway lasted for ages. And, like, it just gets a bit boring and, like, repetitive. So I'll do several, like, maybe for FIFA points or coins or something like that. But if I see one of these cards that I'm selling on is going for a lot, so maybe, like, 5k or more, I'll probably sell them now. But, like, a card like this, I think I'll probably keep hold of. Ojo, for some reason, isn't going for that much. Maybe he's too heavily invested in, which does happen with some of these cards. If it's like a really hyped up card that loads and loads of people invest in, then loads of people are going to obviously be selling them on the market. So yeah, I'll do videos on the Bundesliga and La Liga SBCs over the next week. I'll probably do one on one of them tomorrow. I'll do another video the next day, and then another one the day after that. I don't want to like fully spam it, because obviously if I do loads of videos on all of those different SBCs, then people are going to instantly go, like, everyone's going to be investing in them, and it's going to drive the prices up now, and it's going to make it worse for investments. How many players do you suggest purchasing for these League SBCs? How much should you spend? I mean, it's up to you really. Like, you're guaranteed to make profit back from them. Like I didn't spend that much because I did it early in the game when these cards were super cheap. But I've tried to get all the kind of rare players that I think will go up the most from all the major leagues. So I'm kind of covered for most of them now, and I didn't spend that much. I spent maybe 100 to 200k on like all the 5 major leagues, and those cards are probably worth like 600-700k when the SBC comes out. Do the SBC, that's why I'm recording? No, it's not. It's because I'm selling on cards I've invested in. I don't really want to do the SBC right now. It's way too overpriced at the moment. I'll wait for a bit. Because like right now, all the high-end cards, Like the ones that have the potential to go up massively are a little bit cheaper. I've got those, and all the mid-tier cards are really expensive because they're the ones that everyone's buying, but they'll drop down, so it will be a lot cheaper soon. Anyone else want to smash me in the face? I don't think anyone else does, but I do want to block you, so bye, mate. There we go. Is there really a Depay SBC? Yeah, if you look at the rewards you get, there's Depay and Torvan. They're the two players. You've been here since 3K. Great streamer of vids. Thanks, man. You invest in a couple of Mitrovic's in form. When should you sell? Any investments like that, it's simple. Just sell when he goes up in price. So that might be for Premier League Player of the Month. It might be for like a guaranteed Team of the Week SBC, something like that. He'll go up in price. But just obviously, I'm not gonna say sell him in 2 weeks and then if his price hasn't gone up, sell him. Just wait until he goes up more, and that's all really. How many coins is it? I think it's 250k right now, but that price will probably drop down. I expect it will be between 150 and 200k. It will settle as that. Did I invest in the Chinese Super League? No, I didn't really. I don't think. I may have a tiny bit. I think I've mass bid on a few cars, but it's not one that I'd invested in yet. I was mainly focusing on the big, the big high-end leagues, like the 5 major leagues. I was gradually starting to move on to leagues like the MLS and Ligue NOS a couple of days ago. So I can do investment videos on there if you want. Nice score, lol. Right. Don't know what that means. Are UCL packs out tomorrow? Yeah, they might be. I hope they are. There will probably be a UCL Marquee Matchups. I'll try and do a video on that. Okay, these cards are 5.5k, I think. I'm going to sell. I have so many of this guy. I'm just going to sell some of them for 5k. So I'll still have 3 if I sell both of these for 5k, or that one for just over. It's just I think this guy could go up loads, so I'll keep hold of them for the moment. Rojo, I think, can definitely go up more. Look, he's already 5k at least. But I reckon this guy's one of the ones that will go extinct. Right now, it's the first. Basically, now it's been an hour since the SBCs come out, so literally everyone is selling on their investments right now. I'd say 90% of people who invested probably are selling cars now, and I know a lot of you guys will have done that, and that's fine. You're making back loads of profit, but I just think a lot of these cars can definitely rise up more. You'd like to see a Marquee Matchups video for the Champions League? Yeah, I'll definitely do one of those if that SBC comes out. One quick tip for that I haven't done a video on just because it's really small. Invest in players from the teams that play each other, the big games in the Champions League. So definitely try and cover Juventus, Man United. Get a couple of Juventus and Man United players. Also get yourself a couple of, I think, PSG and Napoli players. I think they're playing. So just cover some of the big games. I think Dortmund are playing Monaco as well. And if you get just 1 or 2 players from those teams, they've got the potential to go up loads. I remember the Liverpool-Napoli SBC in the last Marquee Matchups. They were 8 or 9k just for random goal players from Liverpool. They're probably not going to go up that much this time just because people already know about them and will have probably invested a little bit. But still, it's always worth it just to pick up some of those cards and you should be good. Did I do the Underworld SBC? Yeah, I think I did. I did one yesterday. Will Rabiot go up in price? Not really. The gold cards don't really get affected that much for League SBCs. Can I show the Depay? What? Can I show the Depay card and how much it costs? Right. Yeah, I will do that right now. They both cost the same amount, obviously, because they're both in the same SBC. But as of right now, the price at the moment, it's going to fluctuate loads. I think it's about 250k as of right now, but that will probably go down a little bit, maybe to about 200k, I'd say. But yeah, right now the prices are all over the place because it's literally just come out. There's Depay's card though. It is really, really good. Obviously he's got 5-star skills too, so bear that in mind. Burger King or McDonald's? It's got to be Mackey's. I actually don't go to Burger King that much at all. Yeah, all about Mackey's. Okay, so we have some other SBCs here, which I hadn't invested for any of these. Ligue 1's the first one I had invested in, but I'm going to look at my club now and find the players that I haven't specifically invested in. So I might just have some random Ligue 1 players here because I invested in the best investments, really, the cards I thought will go up the most, and they're the ones I'll be keeping hold of. But cards like this guy here, for example, are probably ones I'll start selling now. Also, these cards may actually be going for more just because less people will have invested in these. Because myself and a lot of other YouTubers have done videos on investments and will have covered a lot of those really like big investments that people think will go up the most. So I got him for 500 coins. I'll sell him for like 2.6, so that's not too bad. Will Saar go up in price? I'm not sure who he is. He probably will if he's. It depends really. I think most of the cards will, like the really kind of elite cards where they're really rare, like they're the only card in a certain position, for example. I think they're the ones that will go up the most, and they'll gradually go up. But a lot of cards are like really expensive right now. How did I know to invest in the cards? Really early on in the game, I looked through every single team in the major leagues, and I picked out basically just like any certain positions where there was like one or two players, or where there were only silvers or something, and I found like some teams only had 2 centre backs, for example. I think there were 2 teams, Amiens and I think Toulouse only had 2 centre backs, and in a scenario like that, those cards go up massively because there's a really big demand for them, because you kind of have to go with them when you're competing the SBC really. So yeah, like I did that really early on in the game. I did an investment guide on all the leagues really early on, and that didn't get many views. And it's such an easy way of making coins. I wanted to get it to more people, so I did investment guides on each of the individual leagues, because like there really isn't a better way or an easier way of making coins than League SBCs. Like you literally just buy cards, silvers for like a couple of 100 coins, and they go up to being thousands and thousands of coins. Like last year, I made a few million coins from League SBC investments, and you guys can like so easily do that. I always have people asking me like how to trade with like 50k or something, and if you guys have 50k and you invest that into the right League SBC investments, you could turn that 50k into like 500k. Like it's actually that easy. It's crazy. How much is Torvant? Torvant and Depay are both the same price. It's not like you buy them off the market or something. They're both in this SBC, which costs like 250k. Do I have any team suggestions? What do you mean, like teams to build? Not really. Am I home alone? Yeah, I am, Will. I am. You're still coming around tomorrow, aren't you? I think that's the plan, anyway. Are League SBCs worth it? They're untradeable, so like it's up to you really if they're worth it. Like if it's a card you'd use, then it's probably worth it, because you'll be able to use the card. You'll get a lot of use out of it. Like that Depay card, I'm really tempted to use, and for 200k. Given that you get a lot of packs back as well, I'll check the packs. Like, I'm tempted to do that one. You wish you'd listened to me. No worries if you missed this one, because there's still loads of other League SBCs. That's the good thing. Like, if you missed the boat on this one, there's a Premier League one that I did a video on yesterday. There's a Serie A one. All the big leagues. Like if you guys watch the videos, you're going to be covered for them, and you'll be in exactly the same boat as me when it comes to selling these types of cards. Like every single one of the cards you're seeing here is a player I got very cheaply, and they're all selling for more now. And like you guys will all be able to make this much profit. Really, it's so simple. So like this card here is like 4k, and we got him for 800 coins. Like that's a really cheap investment. Look at this. Like this card cost me 500 coins. He's going for 5k there on bid. Like he's probably like 6-7k. Like that amount of profit is crazy. Like it's so easy to make loads and loads of coins. It probably cost me like 30-40k to do the entirety of the Ligue 1, and like I don't know how much they're worth now. Probably a lot more. But yeah, hopefully this shows you guys like how much these cards go up by, so now you know like to be covered for the future things. You're just wondering why do I have a Dundee United shirt in the background? Because I was actually born in Dundee. I lived in Scotland for a while, and I was originally born in Dundee. Literally right next to Dundee United Stadium, actually. Is Padwan worth it? Who is Padwan? I'm not sure who that is. Sorry. Is that like a card that you're investing in? I'm not sure. This guy here is one that I'm tempted to. Wait, there's one for 9.7 now. That one for 9.8 will have sold then. Okay, like that one, there was one for 9.8 earlier. I'm gonna list this for 9.9, and he will probably sell. Like that's crazy if he does, but I reckon he probably will. Like for a bronze card, that's so much profit. How much will this thing cost overall? It's about 200, 250k around. Yeah, about 250 I'd say at the moment. When does the Serie A come out? No one knows when any of these SBCs come out. Like, literally, like only EA know that. But look at the prices we're selling some of these cards for. 5.2k for both of these, and they cost me like 1,000 coins. That's 8k profit on those 2 cards. I have another 3 of those. So like from 5 Adenals, I made like 25k. Which is crazy. That guy there, really cheap. These guys, really cheap. These 2 cost me like 500 coins. 1,000 coins. We've made 9k profit from those investments. Oh yeah, Padwan, the only right back from Cagliari. Yeah, he's a good one. I'm covered there. Like, I'll quickly show you guys. A sneak peek. Well, actually, it's not even a sneak peek because I've already done a video on it. The Serie A. The Serie A. These are some of the investments now. Surely it's cheaper to do it now if I have the cards. I don't have all the cards. I don't have the mid-tier cards. Like, I've got the ones that will go up loads, which is good. Like, I'm covered for the SBCs, but I don't have the like mid-tier cards, and they're really expensive now, but they'll drop down, so it will drop down a little bit soon. Is French competition coming out on SBC? Wait, I don't know what that means. If you mean the Ligue 1, well, yeah, that's what this stream's about. The Ligue 1 is out. Will, are you featuring in my next stream? We'll see. We'll see, maybe. But yeah, Padwan is right here. This guy's a sick investment. He's the only right back from Cagliari. I may pick a couple more of him up, depending on how much he is. 2k. I'm tempted by that. I don't know, but this guy's a really good investment. There are some really good ones from the Serie A. Serie A and the Ligue 1 are the 2 best, in my opinion, in terms of investments, because there's the most players that play like in really obscure positions. I'm not sure where. I had a lot more investments in this league. I'm not sure where they've gone. I think they might be on my transfer list. What do I think about Carol, the left back for Strasbourg? I think he's a good one. He's like 4k now. He's one that I'm waiting on though, because I think he's the only right back. Is it too late to invest for the Serie A? No, because it's not out yet. So no, it's fine. The SBC is 300k. Yeah, it's like 200 to 300k. It's varying all the time now. But like, look, I'll just show you guys a sneak peek. There's the Bundesliga. All those cards will go up loads. Am I doing the SBCs? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look through and like see how much really. See how much I can do it for. Bearing in mind I have a lot of cards. There's the Premier League one. These are just like a few. We've got La Liga as well. These are just some of the investments we're sitting on at the moment, but like all of these cards here, I will be covering in a video soon, and all of those are ones that will be going up loads. Will I be streaming for Champions League packs tomorrow? Possibly, I don't know. Depends when they come out, because tomorrow evening I'm probably doing stuff with friends. Also, sorry I keep doing that. My hair keeps falling in my eye on that specific side. You've got 7 clubs completed in your club with players. Nice. I'm gonna see what I can do with that actually. Also, I need to check my club for Chinese Super League players too. I basically don't really have that many players apart from the really rare ones. So I'm just gonna check really like what I've got, see how much I can do this for, because if I can maybe spend 100k and get this done, then I'd definitely do that, just because like I do really want to get that Depay card, because Promise is one of my favourite cards in the game, and like linking him into Depay could make a really good team. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Zahir. Welcome to the stream, man. What's going on? Do I prefer McDonald's or KFC? Probably, I'd say KFC. I don't know. I like both of them. Depends what form. Mackey's is good for like snacks and breakfast and stuff, as well as like meals. And KFC, I prefer KFC's like meals, I'd say, but all round Mackey's takes it, because like you can go to Mackey's whenever really, but I think KFC you just go for like lunch or dinner or something. Okay, so Saint Etienne. Do I have any players? I think I have a few players. We've got Ruffier, we've got Monepake, we've got a few there. I think for a lot of these teams that I don't have many investments from, they're primarily made up of gold cards anyway. Will, with the £1.99 donation, thanks a lot. Love you too. Thanks for the first donation of the stream. I'll put you into the Hall of Fame for donators. I'll get you a beverage tomorrow with that. Okay, 199. Do you guys want to see a stream featuring the person who just donated? Will, do you guys want to see a stream with him tomorrow? Because I think he's coming around to my house. For those of you who don't know, Will isn't like some random person I've just told to come to my house. He's one of my friends in real life. Although he said that my dog's my only friend on my latest Instagram post, so that's disappointing. Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? If you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I'm a massive Messi fanboy. Why am I a nonce? I'm not sure. Well, I'm not, just to clarify. But I think if you are, then it's fairly self-explanatory why you are. Because like, yeah, but I'm not. So we're all good. We're all good. Do everything that I think is good. How do I actually know about these investments? Basically, just by I looked through earlier on in FIFA all the clubs that didn't have. I looked at every club basically in concept squads, and I looked at each position and found like certain clubs had like one left back, for example, or like two centre backs, and in that case, like they're going to be cards that will go up loads because you kind of have to use them for the SBCs. So I mass invested in those types of cards. But the good thing is, by doing that, it now means I can complete a lot of these SBCs super cheaply. Why do I have a Dundee United kit? As I said, because I'm actually from Dundee. I was born then. When to sell players? I'd sell the players that aren't like super rare right now. And if you've got any players that have the potential to go up massively in price, so like the ones that I featured in my squad of best investments, so like players where they're the only one in their position or something. Like for Lille, the left mid, what's his name, Luis Rojo, you have to use him here. He's the only player in that position. Like someone like that, I'd probably hold off on selling rather for a while, just because like it's a rare card who's got the potential to go up maybe like past what he's currently going for. Like he might go extinct and then have his price range increased, if that makes sense. But right now I'm looking through to see how many players I've got, and like that way I can kind of estimate how much it will cost, because it's about 200 to 300k right now, and I don't really want to spend more than 100k on this. You're from Dundee. Dundee United so bad at the moment. Yeah, didn't they get relegated? I think they did. I've never been to see them play, but yeah, as I said, I was born near their stadium. What's the deal with the Chinese Super League cards? No, the Champions League cards. You have 2 Busquets for 160k each, but you hold them for now because they rise up again. I'd be worried about that because the Champions League's coming back tomorrow. So if we have SBCs that give out tradable versions of those cards, you're kind of screwed because they'll plummet. Like the reason those blue cards are so expensive right now is they're only expensive because they're rare. Like they literally just have like a +1 boost to their overall stats. Like they're not that special. Like in game, there's very little difference between like the blue Champions League version and the standard one. They're only expensive on the market because they're rare. Because they've only been available as tradable cards once. So as soon as they come out again, they're gonna like half in price. So like Busquets will drop down massively. But like really random players just go for loads. Like Aurier, who's like the 4th or 5th best right back in the Premier League, is like 50k. I have him, but I have him as an untradable. I have some really good untradable blue cards, but not many tradable. I don't even know if I have any tradable ones. Didn't get a good tradable one, but I have like Vertonghen. I literally opened like 5 packs, 5 of the 2-player packs. I have Vertonghen, I have Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Bonucci, like Adan, Ousmane Dembele. I've got loads of really good cards, which I use in my squad, but they're really expensive at the moment. Who's my favourite footballer? Messi, because like just watching him play, there's no one else probably ever, maybe apart from Maradona, who's like plays the way he does, like on his level. Why? This is weird. It's got this one here. It's got Marseille. Marseille comes before Lyon, but then when you look at it on here, Lyon comes before. Like Marseille comes before Lyon when you look through the squads here. But then when you flick through the names, it's the other way around. That's weird. But I don't have many PSG players. I reckon that one will be expensive. I need to check. So you get a Prime Electrum Players Pack. Like, you get a big pack for that. I need to quickly check back through the chat quickly. Yeah, if I could open them, Mick, I can. That would be ideal. What do you get for the PSG? You get Prime Gold Players Pack, 45k pack. So you do get some really good packs back from this. Like, I reckon you probably get more than you spend in terms of like if you spend 200 maybe 250k on this, you probably get about a similar amount back in packs, maybe a little bit more. So I think it could be worthwhile doing this if I've already got like half the players. I don't think I've got half of them, but I think I've got like probably half of the value because I've got the really expensive cards. But yeah, I'm not sure fully what's going to happen overall with the price. I think it will probably drop down in the next few days. I think these kind of cards here will probably go up, like the really rare ones. But then I think other cards are going to drop down, like the kind of mid-tier ones. But a lot of these cards are dropping already. Like this guy was 8k earlier, and now he's like 6k. How come I'm so good at trading and making money? Because I've been doing it for ages, like ever since like early, probably like FIFA 14, I've been trading, and just like picked up knowledge of the market along the way. But like with these types of things, it's quite basic. Like you guys can do the same really. Like literally all I did was I just looked through the concept squads for all the teams in Ligue 1 and like all the major leagues like the Premier League and all that. And I just like if there were any positions where there was only maybe like 1 or 2 players, I just picked up lots of cards from that specific team. What annoys me is I haven't picked up. I remember last year I picked up players from every single club basically, so I'd be able to like just complete the SBCs when they came out. Yeah, I did that last year. I ended up unlocking Cavani. I did most of the League SBCs last year, and I kind of regret not doing that for this year. I literally just picked up the players that I thought would go up the most, and I didn't get like everyone really, which is kind of annoying. I also see why Ojo isn't really expensive. I thought he would go up a lot, but I didn't realise there was another right-sided midfielder for them. Is there a pink to pie? Yeah, there is. A really good card. Probably one I'll be unlocking myself. So we can actually do Stade de Reims, which isn't too bad. I think. Yeah, we'll be able to get this one done. I think. Wait, let's just check. This guy does fit. No, apparently we don't have enough chemistry or rating. Wait, what? Surely they have like some gold players or something. Let's check. They probably do. They actually don't. I probably need to get like a striker or something. I think just a high-rated striker would do the job there. This is the last team, so I doubt many people have got to it, so it's probably quite cheap. Let's check. How much is this guy on the market? What are the Chinese Super League rewards? I think it's Renato Augusto and Oscar are the 2 options you've got. Let's see if I can get this guy for like 1,000 coins. I reckon cards, like a lot of cards will be cheaper now just because everyone's listing their investments. This SBC could end up going up more in price. It's really hard to tell because we haven't had a big SBC yet. Like we haven't had a big league released via these league SBCs like at all this year. So we're yet to see really what happens because a lot of people have invested in these. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the market. Which of the players I'm going to save? All the ones that are in that main investment squad that I showed you guys. I think almost all of them. So all like the rare cards, which I think could go extinct. Basically, if it's a card that I think could go extinct, maybe have its price range increased, I'm keeping hold of them. Just because, like last year, when we had the really expensive Lille players, for example, they started off just being like 6 or 7k, and then the SBC went up after about 2 weeks or so. It went up to being like about 100k more, just because certain cards were just really rare. Because initially, everyone lists up their investments like as soon as the SBC comes out. That's what people do immediately, but then gradually the prices drop down. I just wanted to get that guy for under 1,000 coins. We've got him there. What are the Chinese Super League rewards? I mentioned that a minute ago. I'm going to quickly check. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to quickly check my club for Chinese Super League players. I kind of wish there wasn't a good player from Ligue 1 just because I wouldn't do it. I'd sell my cards on. Like the Chinese Super League, I do actually have a few cards from, primarily bronzes. But with the Chinese Super League, like, I'm not too fussed about the cards. I don't really want either of them. Whereas I actually really want that to buy. I might wait a little bit and see, like, if a YouTuber does a player review on him or something. And if he's really good, then I'll try him out. But I actually haven't used Depay at all this year. I'm yet to try him out. By the look of it, those cards just don't go for anything. The Chinese Super League ones. It's mainly the big leagues that got up lots. Like if you invest in those small leagues, unless it's a really unique position, typically the cards go for 500 to 1,000 coins. But obviously you get them cheaper because they're less hyped. Like you get them for 150, 200 coins. But what I'm going to do is just gradually start completing these. I may not finish the entire SBC on stream today, just because I don't want to fully rush into this and go ahead and buy everyone for really overinflated prices, and then maybe it turns out the card's not good. So I do want to quickly check maybe a player review or something if Marshall or someone does one. But I'm just going to see if I can snipe some cheap cards. Anyone I can get for under 1,000 coins, I'll buy now. That's what I'll do. So I'll also get any gold cards from these teams, just because loads of packs are available now and stuff. So I can get all of these types of players here. So this SBC here is going to be super cheap because I can just get all these guys that are gold. So it's actually not going to be too bad. Yeah, initially I was worried that I may have to spend lots for these, but I've got all the expensive players, and I literally just have to go and get a few cheap dudes down here, and we're good really. Put Dosevi in there or something like that. I've already got the rating I need and everything, so we can do that. This silver guy down at right back, I probably don't even need. I can sell this guy now. He probably isn't going for much because you've got a gold option there. What are the Serie A rewards? No one knows right now because that SBC isn't out yet. It's probably going to be someone around a similar rating to these cards. So I think 86 to 88, probably something around there. So if you look at the players it could possibly be, maybe someone like Khedira, maybe Pjanic, maybe a lower rated card, possibly Bernardeschi, Cuadrado. One of the Bernardeschi or Cuadrado, I really like to see either of those, especially Cuadrado because he's really quick. I think that's that would be the card I'd like to see the most, I think. What's my team looking like? I'll show you guys that in a moment if you want to see. I'm just gonna, be able for these ones here, you can often get by using really out of position players. So this guy here is probably one that I'd use just to save some coins, maybe in at left back, and then I'd use Amian in there, for example. I don't think that's perfect with chemistry, but I can sort it out. I could convert my striker to this guy down to CDM basically, I think, and we'd be good. No, because he's already in the right position. Okay, what could I do? I could put this guy as a left forward. There's a variety of things I could do to make this a little bit cheaper. But yeah, you can use players out of position and still complete these SBCs really cheaply. Actually, one thing I could do is that. Simple. That one would be done like that. And that's just with gold cards. So it's going to be really simple and easy to do these. I'm going to sell Mubanje. I reckon I'll be able to do this basically for for free. I think I'll cover, maybe even with profit, I'll cover the losses with selling cards on. So yeah, I think this could work out quite well. I do really want that card, that's the thing. I'm already kind of thinking of teams I could use them in. Fakir's sick, so I could use, what I'm thinking is maybe I'd start off as a 4-3-3 in game and swap to a 4-2-1-2, as soon as the game starts, and I could go with Ben Yedder at centre mid, linking to Promise on the left, and then Fakir at cam and Depay, so they'd all link together and work with chemistry. And then in game I'd put probably Promise and Depay up front with Ben Yedder in behind, or I'm not sure, but I'll sort it out. But I think that could be a good way to work it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go ahead and buy any of the gold cards that I need. Hopefully they're not too expensive, but yeah, we're just going to get all the gold cards I can really buy from these teams. So let's go with Toulouse quickly and get any of these cheap ones. We can get Gradle for 650, Dosevi for 600, and Bia we can get for 650. No, we can't. What other cards? Dermaz we can get for 650. Rave we can get for 650. So yeah, these won't be that expensive if I just get cards like this off the market. We can get Julien for 650. No, we can't. Amiens for 600. That guy is, I think he's if we just mass bid on him, this card I can easily get super cheaply, but on buy now he's going for more. Will the price go up? I'm really not sure. It's hard to say. I think it will probably drop down, but it's actually really hard to say just because like we've never had a big SBC, so these prices are quite hard to predict. Like we haven't had a big league SBC this year. Anyway, hopefully you can win on one of those. I'm gonna try and just snipe like Julien and the other guy that I need. This team doesn't have that many gold cards. Like literally all the gold cards that come up are gonna be good ones to get. Do I think EA will bring out an SBC which needs Spooky Crest for Halloween? Yeah, for sure. They've already done two of those. Or well, one. Yeah, no, actually they've done two. So the Orlando Pirates one, the Plymouth Argyle players, like the America de Cali one. Like they've done numerous. Couldn't get that one. They've done numerous SBCs so far. Like they're probably going to use Benevento and like Wolves, all those. I did a video on Ultimate Scream Investments ages ago. Like, if you guys want to have those investment guides early, just watch my channel. Like I typically try and do all the investment guides and like investment videos way before any other YouTubers do, just because like it allows people to get on those investments early, because mine don't get that hyped up. But if like Run the Foot Market does a video on investments, they go up massively, and by that stage it's too late. So I always try and get my videos done before anyone else does, and then you guys are getting like the best investments you can get really, like at the best prices. Because as soon as other people start doing it, it gets really hyped up. So I always try and do them really early. So like I've got a Black Friday video coming out either this evening or tomorrow. And Black Friday's in a month, so I always try and do that with any of these investment guides. Like my Ultimate Scream one, I did like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So if you guys invested, like back then, cards which are now going for like a few thousand coins were super cheap. So like from the scary teams, for example, like Valencia players, which I think could definitely be required, like all sorts of cards like that. But I think like, yeah, Run the Foot Market, and a lot of people did their videos like literally like a couple of days before the event, and by that stage the cards were already hyped up, and then his video then made everything more hyped. So like, it's always good to get invested early, really early with those types of cards, just because if not, everything rises up in the hype, and then you can't really sell in the hype if that happens. You kind of have to wait until the SBCs come out. So yeah, like always try and invest as early as possible. That's why I always try and do my investment videos as early as possible to help you guys out. I just want a centre back. I need Julien. I also need that right back. You could make loads of coins right now just by sniping players from these different clubs. Like this would be a good sniping field here. Like I'm not picking these ones up just because I'm in a hurry, like the ones for 450 and stuff. But that would be like 200 coins if I were to get them. And I've seen a few pop up on the market. Wow. Surprised I didn't get outbid on that card. But yeah, that card is one that I did need, that right back. Now all I need is Julien. I can probably get him for like 700 coins. So I just got, don't want to spend ages getting all of these. But yeah, that's not too bad. Like that probably cost me like 5k to get all the gold cards. I was initially quite worried that this would cost a lot of coins, but looking through, I basically have like all the expensive cards. I have all the golds, so no, I have all the like expensive silvers rather, and I thought most of the teams would then need lots of other silvers, but it turns out they mainly seem to have gold cards. So I basically just need to get like cheap golds, and the gold cards never go up much at all. It's always the silvers. That's why I recommend to you guys to invest in those. I'll probably, this video here I may download certain sections of and actually cover like in my next kind of investment video. I may like refer to this one as like with examples and stuff of how effectively like you can make coins. Because this like throughout this stream here, we've already shown like several cards that have gone up loads in price. So it's a really good example of like how effective these investment kind of things can be. Oh no, this guy. What is wrong with him? Why is he? This guy's transferred early. Maybe this is like a glitched card on the market. I'm not fully sure. We'll have to see. How much is this goalkeeper? He's probably really cheap. You've got cards like this that are just so cheap because some people invest by just looking at silvers from a league and just mass bidding on them for 150 coins, which can work out and make you a bit of profit. But the thing with that is you're just getting like really random cards. They're not like the best cards. They don't go up loads. So you often see these cards being super cheap. These are mainly picked up by like people who are quite new to the game and aren't that good at trading and investing. or follow like people's advice that isn't like the best advice really. So also you see a lot of those people list up the cards really early on, like as soon as the SBC comes out. So it's a good time to get cards like this really cheaply right now. If you're looking to complete the SBCs, it's like those mid-tier players which aren't the ones that will go extinct, but they're kind of like 3 or 4k right now. They're the ones that will probably drop down a good amount. I imagine the bronze pack method will be really effective right now, actually, because of the Chinese Super League SBC, because I checked earlier and it is pretty much just bronze players in like the majority of the teams. What do you get from the Ligue SBC? You get Depay or Thauvin. They're your options. Manu Garcia. That's not the Manu Garcia who plays for Man City, is it? Okay, so do we have any other gold cards? I don't think I do. Can I use like a random? No. Okay, so I need like a midfielder basically. Yeah, the options you get, the picks are Thauvin and Depay. Depay is the one that I think everyone will go with. I don't really know why you'd go with Thauvin. I'm trying to think. Maybe there aren't that many good right mids or like right-sided midfielders for France. I'm not sure, but as far as I'm aware, okay, this guy doesn't actually. He must have transferred early because he doesn't have that card on the market at all. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, like. You've got Thauvin. There are a few good players, I think. Like no, Mbappe actually. Yeah, you've got Mbappe, so you already have like the best option there. So I'm not sure why you'd go with. Like, he's one of the best right mids on the game, so I don't know why you'd want to go with anyone else. I'm just looking right now for. Wow, this could have been a good investment route. I didn't really look in like the middle, like for strikers and like things like that. Use the centre back at CDM and the centre mid at camp. Actually, yeah, that's a shout. Wait, what centre mids do they have? They have that guy's for 2k. I could actually sell him for profit. Let's pick him up if he hasn't. Yeah, he's already been bought. How much is it in total? I believe it's about 200 to 300k. It's really like the prices are all over the place though at the moment. Okay, so I've already got that guy. Let's check centre backs that aren't. No, actually they only have 2 centre backs, which makes it annoying. Do you get Hulk from the Ligue SBC and the Chinese Super League? No, you don't. The Ligue 1 one's like not that good. Not the Ligue 1. The what's it called? The Chinese Super League isn't that good. Like the cards you get, I think it's Oscar and Renato Augusto, so like not really that good, I'd say. I may go ahead and just get like one of these left backs, Mubanjo. Like, I already listed him up. I sold one earlier on, I think. Yeah, what I'll probably do is use this guy, and hopefully, like if I then use that other, what's he called? Dermaz, I think his name is. If I use him on the wing, that might then work. Okay, so we're on Toulouse right now. I'm basically just looking through getting all the golds from a lot of these teams. I'll then hold off on the silvers and just kind of see how much it's going to be. So if I put him in there, that gets me to 94. That's really annoying. I'm just one off. All those players are on 10 as well. So basically what I need is like, I'll convert him to a left forward and then that will work. That will work if I do that. Turtle Plays, welcome to the stream. I can see you don't have to keep spamming hi. I'll time you out. Okay, so that one's good to go. We can go back now. Check out the next one. Can I tell you now specific players to sell and keep? Everyone from my video, I'd recommend keeping, just because they're the cards that I think have the potential to go extinct. They're like the really rare cards, so I'm keeping all of those basically, unless I had duplicates of them, and even then I haven't sold all the duplicates. I've kept quite a few of those cards, but the cards I showed in that video are the ones that I think will go up the most in price, so they're the ones that I've kept. Let's quickly look at Stade Rennais and see how much some of their golds are. So all of these types of cards here are ones that I can pick up. So yeah, Stade Rennais is another one that's really cheap, which is quite good. All these cards I can just get. They're all golds. Do I think it's worth it? I mean, you can't really say whether or not it's worth it. Like, it depends on the person. Like if you've got like a Ligue 1 team, for example, or like you really like Depay or something. Like, if it's a card you'll get a lot of use out of, I definitely say it's worth it because like you're getting a really good card and you're getting packs in return. But bearing in mind it is an untradeable card, obviously like. If it's not a player that you'd use a lot of and get a lot of use out of, I wouldn't really do it. Like, I personally wouldn't use either of the players from the Chinese Super League, so for that reason I'm not doing it. Do I have Twitter? Yeah, I do. It's Elias Buckley with 3 Ys. I need to sort out a new link to put in the description for it because I changed my Twitter a while ago. Okay, so I just need like a CDM or something here. I'll check actually. How many right backs do they have? Because if they have a few, so I'm expecting they're quite cheap if we do that. So I'm 1 off now, but yeah, I can convert him to like left forward or something, and we should be alright on that one. If you guys have packed players, it will be really, really easy to do these because you'll have loyalty chemistry. But yeah, like I'll do a video on how to complete this the cheapest way, which I typically do for like all SBCs. But for these League SBCs, I think that's probably the like one of the best things you can do for them, because in a lot of cases there's loads of ways that can save you coins. Like if there's a player that's really expensive, you can often find a cheap way around it by using like certain players out of position or getting loyalty chemistry or doing various things like that. So I'm just going to go through and get all the gold players now from this club here. I'm just looking through getting gold cards now. So I've filled out all these different teams with silvers, and now I'm just getting all the golds from each one. So we're on. I need to get a right back from this team. Not a gold, but it is the only non-gold I need. Chicken Wrap, thanks for subbing, man. Okay, let's get a Stade Rennais right back. I still do need to do a video later on, which I've prepared. I've got a lot of the stuff done for it, and that is on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday promo, the market crash and everything. Also, why it's literally just this side of my hair just keeps falling in my face. It's really annoying. Can it leave it out? Wait. I might just put a beanie on. I'm gonna look like an egg, but yeah, that's a good look. Stops my hair going in my eyes, so I'm actually gonna wear a beanie. Okay, I'll bid on that guy for like 2k. I don't really want to overspend. It's literally just one strand of hair that just keeps going in my face. Literally just leave it out. I don't think many streamers wear beanies for a reason. I think it will end up getting really hot. But I need a headband, that's what I need. I need a headband or like a... Even with this it keeps going in my eyes. I had a haircut like 2 days ago as well. That's just annoying. I'll show you guys my team in a minute. I'll show you guys my team soon. Okay, so they have all already sold, and I've actually gone up a... Wait. He's like, then this card is actually rising in price, so like a few cards do seem to be rising. Like I'll try and monitor the price of a lot of these. Nick just posted a Black Friday video. Did he actually? Oh, that's annoying. Wait, let me check. That's weird because typically he does his videos like way closer to the actual promos. Oh, it's just like a transfer market watch thing. Yeah, it's not like a proper Black Friday one. Yeah, mine will be like in depth, all about Black Friday, in like way more detail and stuff. So stay tuned for that one. Yeah, his is just like a market watch thing. Okay, so these right backs are just going up and up and up. I'm not sure why, but look on bid because you can get loads of steals with these right now. That's what I'm personally trying to do. Like, buy nows are a little bit iffy. Like, you can get the cards a lot cheaper by bidding. It looks like we'll be able to get this guy and maybe this guy for cheap. But yeah, like, be patient, keep an eye out, and like we got that one for 600. I can probably sell that for a little bit of profit. If we can get this card here, I could instantly sell this for 1,500 coins profit. So always like watch out with these. You can actually trade with them right now and make lots of coins. Like, I can make 1.5k on that card and maybe win this one and make the same amount of profit. But like I just got myself a cheap deal there that will help me with this SBC, so I'll take that one. Do you think the bronze back method now is still worth it? Before this SBC came out, can we snipe that card? Yeah, we can. Easy 2.5k profit there. Before this SBC came out, it was already really profitable, and now that this SBC's come out, especially the Chinese Super League one, there's now loads more cards that will go up because of it. So I think it's now really, really good. Like, it was already sick, but it's an even more viable way of making coins now. Okay, so I already have these rare guys. I want the non-rares. Why are the non-rares really expensive? These are the two that I already have. I don't have many players from this club. Here we go. Get him. I think I already have Andre. I think, anyway. I'm fine with paying up to 1,000 coins for any of these non-rares. But we've got one of them. I still have to get like 6 or 7 of these, I think. I don't want to get these. I'll filter it to like defenders and all that, so I get these ones out of the way. Yeah, we can do this. So Mexa, I need to get him. I think I need to get like several forwards. I think I need to get a right mid as well, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I already have Nyang. Nyang used to be French, didn't he? Let's just go France, not England, France. And this way I'll hopefully find all those cheaper cards I need. So I think I already have Da Silva as well. I don't have Borkigo, or whatever his name is there, so we'll get him. Send him over to the club. I'll quickly check. I'll quickly check again. Need to see who I've already got in my main squad, but I think I've got the majority of the gold cards I need now. I think there's like some forwards that I may need to pick up. I am doing this slower than I should. There's an easier way of looking through. Like, you can go straight from the League SBC to the market. I should be doing that, but let's quickly check. Literally just this one strand of hair just keeps going in my face. I need to get Gorgoof, and I need to get... We can go with him there. I need to get Gorgoof and that centre back. Am I going to open packs tonight? No, I'm not opening pack. I don't have any reason to open packs like at all, really. Like, packs this year are just so bad. I just don't really like. Apart from SBCs, I'm not going to open packs this year. Like, during team of the season, I probably will, but apart from that, like, they're just so bad. Like, during ones to watches, I open lots of packs, like all sorts. I just like pack luck's so bad this year. Like the odds it shows you are just trash. So Gorgoof, we can hopefully get for like 1.3 or something like that. 1.4. Let's try and snipe him and get him a bit cheaper, or bid on him. Like, bid on this card here for like 700. No. Someone literally just paid 10k for this card. You can sell a lot of gold cards like to lazy buyers with these like, League SBCs, because people could just complete them by comparing price, and you could sell like Grenier for like 2.5k and people would probably buy him. Like 1.3 is quite a lot for. Let's try and get him for under 1,000 coins, or like I'll just put 1k. Let's get him for 1k. If not, there's like other ones there, but I don't want to overpay. Snapchat Kang, boring. Well, what else are you expecting when it says new League SBCs? I'm completing them. What else am I meant to do? Should I do a handstand whilst I complete them or something? 1.2k. I'll buy that one. Yeah, like there's not much to make it more like more entertaining. I'm just doing some SBCs. It's the one for 800 there. I'll sell that for a bit of profit. But yeah, like. It's not meant to be like some super entertaining stream. It's meant to be like informative and stuff to help you do the SBC cheaply, and also show like how much profit I've been able to make from investing in them, so you guys like can see how profitable that can be. Okay, so we're done now for that league, or for that club rather. Why does it say what? It's really weird when you use the transfer market. It sometimes like just glitches out your whole squad like it has here, which is weird. But yeah, we can use that guy. and then the cam I got Gorku as well. So that one's done. Obviously the chemistry's not perfect for these last two, but I'll change that with position changes and stuff. How much is the SBC? I think it's about 200 to 300k right now. So we've got Stade de Reims done as well. I'll sell on Ojo. Actually, can I sell on this guy? Probably goes for more as he's a default right mid. I'll check. I'm going to sell any duplicates and things I have just to allow me to then do this SBC a little bit cheaper overall. Which of the players am I going to pick? 1,000,000% Depay. Thauvin, like, just no one uses Thauvin on FIFA. Depay is so good. He's got 5-star skills, and all his other stats as well are just better in general. Like, Thauvin looks really, really good. So we're gradually going through these. I'm doing them backwards, really. It will take a while to get all of these done, but I made this team. We're getting to a few of them that don't have that many golds. Is it worth it? It's up to you whether it's worth it. Like if you have like a Ligue 1 team or like Depay or something like that, or you have a team that you could fit him into, it's definitely worth it. But given it's an untradeable, like if it's not a card you'd use, like if you maybe already have, I don't know, like a Champions League Gabriel Jesus or something, or like if you already have some good players, it may not be worth it, like as untradeables. But if you're looking for like some really good untradeable players, or like looking for a really good striker, then I think it's perfect in that case. These players seem to be quite cheap, so we can pick them up. 600 coins for both of them. Any idea who the Chinese Super League players are? It's I think Renato Augusto, and Oscar. Neither of them are that good. Like you've got Paulinho and what's his name? I can't think of his name. Paulinho and Anson Talisca. Yeah, that's the one. Who have basically like the same cards and are tradable and like way cheaper. So I don't really think anyone's going to complete that. It's probably really cheap actually because it's got bronzes, but they're just not really that good. Like I think Augusto's got the best card and he only has like 70 pace, which for an attacking midfielder isn't ideal. And then I think Oscar has decent stats, but still like it's not like nothing amazing really. Like nothing that would make you really want to use him. I have a feeling this common one's going to be quite expensive, just because like look at that, 650 is the cheapest card I can find for silvers. And they have a lot of silver cards I need. So like I think the centre backs and all sorts of silvers. Aguero or Lukaku on FIFA, probably Lukaku. In real life, like I don't even need to answer that. It's obviously Aguero. You had 25 pages of Chinese Super League silver and bronzes. Nice. How much profit is that going to be then? When am I going to sell my players? I'll see really. I'm completing the SBC as we speak. But I'm not sure. Like I'm keeping basically. I went through this earlier. I'm keeping the players who I think have got the potential to rise up more and go extinct, like the really rare cards. I'm keeping them for maybe a couple of weeks. But I'm selling like the cards which I'm not going to use for the SBC, and then like just other like random cards that I have in my club. But on the whole, I'm just keeping cards because I'm completing the SBCs. So we bought a fair few silvers. I'm gonna see. I think midfielders from this team are gonna set me back a fair amount. So actually, let's just check midfielders. Oh, bear in mind actually, there's bronzes too. I need to check that. Let's see what bronzes there are from Kong. Wow. No, why would I buy that? You just found my channel. Can I give you a reason to subscribe? Oh, there's so many reasons for you to subscribe. Let's just pick one. The trading stuff that I bring you guys, but I do trading guides for every single big promo. So for Black Friday, we've got one coming tomorrow, a trading guide for that. I did one for Ultimate Scream. If you guys have seen my trading guides for these League SBCs, we were getting cards that are now going for like 7 or 8k for 400 or 500 coins a couple of weeks ago, and I showed you guys that in videos. And I did one yesterday for the Premier League, so you guys can get prepped for that. I did one for the Serie A recently, and I've got more of these coming out over the next few days for other leagues. So basically, if you watch my videos, you'll make loads and loads of profit, and you'll make loads of coins on FIFA. Really simple as that. Like, I'm completing this SBC right now. Probably, I'd say the total cost it will be for me will be maybe like 50k, given that I've got the majority of the players in my club that I got really cheaply, and given that like the only cards I'm really having to buy on the whole are golds, so it's just super cheap really for me to do. What rank was I in Foot Champions? Gold 3. Gold 3 is what I typically get each month. I got Silver 1 the first, but I played like 20 games, I think. I didn't like get anywhere near completing my games. Can I do... Yeah, that works actually. Cool. Got that one done. But yeah, typically I get gold 3. I could easily get gold 2. Gold 1 I don't think I'd get. Like gold 1's just out of my kind of... I think I can get around 17, 18 wins. Which is enough for gold 2. But looking at the rewards, I don't want to get gold 2 because like gold 3 and gold 2, I think you get like a rare mega pack, which is a 50k pack if you get gold 2. But gold 1's a 50k pack, and I'd just rather have a 50k pack. Like they're just better packs, so the rewards you get are actually better for coming in gold 3. I think you get maybe more coins or something, but yeah. Personally, like last week, I got gold 3 and had maybe five games left, I think, and I played all the way up to being 1 win off getting gold 2. But as soon as I got there, I then like didn't want to get gold 2, so I didn't play like the remaining couple of games. Lewandowski got 2 goals and an assist. Could he get in the team of the week? Probably with that, unless there's like some other really big performances, I reckon he will. So yeah, this is a cheap way of doing this. Bringing a centre back into CDM saves a lot of coins, so that's a good way to get that one done. Can sell that guy on for a bit there. So that's definitely a cheap way of doing this SBC. For those of you wondering, like there's loads of ways of getting around things that are expensive. Like in this team here, midfielders are super expensive. So I've gone with a CDM and a centre mid, and then I've gone with a centre back and a CDM. Right wingers, I've just gone with a striker there because there's loads of strikers. So like little things like that you can do to get these done super cheaply. Strasbourg I already have a lot of players from. Actually, I don't have a lot of players from. That's a lie. Strasbourg, I don't know if they have many golds. Lena, Lala, they have a couple of gold cards, but primarily silver cards, I think. We can put them into the midfield. So we're going to need to get a centre-back, a midfielder, a winger, and a striker. How long will the live stream be? I don't know. We're just going to go through all the different teams, really, unless it goes on for a really long time. What is the SBC? It's the Ligue SBC, which gives you Depay and Tauvin in return. So we're on Strasbourg right now. It's going to take ages to get through all of these, but we'll see. Okay, so let's go down a little bit more, like 600 coins or so. See what I can do on this one. Okay, so we can get Lala. Okay, apparently we can't. Can we get Lennart? No, we can't. Can we get this guy? No, we can't. Okay, so all those cards, apart from Lala, have already been bought. I'm just getting all these golds. I do have to get a few silvers too, but it's actually really cheap to do this SBC. And the thing is, I'm actually making the coins back as well as I'm spending coins. I'm getting coins back because I'm selling cards anyway. So, like, my coin total is pretty much just staying the same. And I'm sniping these types of cards here that then allows me to do it cheaper. Why am I awake? Why wouldn't I be awake? It's like 8 o'clock. I need to get a goalkeeper. I think it's Sells, the Belgian guy. As I say that, Sells comes up, and we pick him up. You would personally choose Depay over Tauvin. Yeah, I think everyone would. I don't really know. Tauvin's a bit of a weird one. It's a pity they didn't do... They could have done a much better player than Tauvin, because, like, if you look in the Ligue 1, there are just lots of, like, you've got Mbappe, who is a much better player all round, and he's French and in the Ligue 1, so, like, he's just better. Like, you wouldn't use Tauvin. Like, Depay is the best Dutch striker and probably the best striker in Ligue 1. So Depay is a really, really good one. Whereas with like Thauvin, there's no real reason to use him. Like, you have better options. They could have done Rabiot. Like, Rabiot would have been really, really good, and lots of people would have used him, and he'd be like the same kind of rating, but he'd have like Hullet gang stats. Rabiot would be a really good one for them to do. Kind of disappointing they didn't do him. There were other ones, like they could have done like Luis Gustavo, and he'd have been sick. Like, he'd have like 70 odd pace, 90 physical or something, and again he'd be a similar kind of rating. It could have been like Marquinhos or someone. They could have. What would have been really good is if they'd have done Kurzawa or Bernat, because PSG don't have any good left backs, and there aren't really any good left backs in the Ligue 1. And had they done that, you'd have then had like a really good option there. But yeah, they haven't really. They could have definitely done better, I think. Okay, let's get this bronze dude there. We can use him, like in at CDM or something. But yeah, like, it's disappointing the choice of players they've got. Like, I don't think it is actually because you've got Depay, but I think they could have had like a better second option. Because right now, like, I don't know why you actually picked Thauvin, unless like you really like you're a Marseille fan or something. But like, there's no real reason to take anyone apart from Depay at the moment. Like, they just could have done a much better player. Like, I'm like just thinking of that. I thought for a minute, and I thought of like 4 or 5 players who'd all have been better players to be released through it. Hopefully, we haven't really had a major league done yet for one of these. But hopefully, next time they do a major league, it's two really good players. Like, Depay is really good, and that Thauvin car is like good, really. But like, yeah, someone just said Kimpembe. One of Kimpembe or Marquinhos, who are both really similar in stats, would have been ideal. Like, loads of people would have wanted that kind of card. Like, yeah, loads of options. Like, even from Marseille, you've got better options than what they went with. Like, you could have had Strootman, you could have had Gustavo, both of which would have been really good. You could have had, like, from PSG, countless players. Like, Draxler would have been really good. Maybe Di Maria to give you a cheaper option for Neymar and like the best Argentine left wing option. Like, you did have a lot of different things they could have done. Okay, right mids from Strasbourg. Why didn't I invest in them? Who does Strasbourg don't have any right sided midfielders? Wait, what? This is weird. Maybe I need to get another right back. Possibly I need to get another right back. Let's see. You don't understand Scream cards? They have a combo of 90 stats that will change over time. So, like, it could be pace and defending. This, like, I think they rotate every month. So then, like, next month it could be, like, something else. Like, shooting and passing. Like, the combo of 90 stats they have will change, basically. Blake Freeston, welcome to the stream, man. What's going on? I'll bid 1.5k on that guy. Always recommend bidding on these types of cards. I've already been doing that earlier, and I was getting cards for like 1,000 coins cheaper than what they're going for by now. Is it worth investing in players from other leagues for the next SBCs to come out? Yeah, I've been doing that since the first day of FIFA on the web app. Like, I invested from the Ligue 1 on the first day, because that's the one I was thinking had the players who'd go up the most. And I do videos on that. If you're looking for those types of investments, I do videos on the best players to invest in. So just check those out and you'll be covered. So yeah, I've done the Premier League and Serie A as investment videos. Well, I did a video on all the leagues in general at one point, but that was really early on in the game, and I don't think many people saw that. So that's why I've then done like more in-depth guides on each individual league. But yeah, there's loads of good investments to get right now. Any silver cams? I just want there 1k. I've got that one. Who do I have in goal? What, in my main team? Actually, if someone was asking what my main team is, my main team isn't very good at the moment because I just sold it all from the Foot Champions weekend from last week, because I'm looking to buy back my team in the future. It's because of Black Friday. I think prices are going to be dropping down soon, so that's why I've done that. But yeah, my main team, I did have Edison in goal throughout this weekend. Edison was sick. It was the first time I'd used him. Previously, I'd been using a different team, so I didn't have like room for Edison in. I think I was using like Farman or something, but he was really good over the weekend. Okay, so I need just a centre mid in here basically. Oh, Spina Colada, thanks a lot for that, man. Thanks for that. Okay, so I'll just go with like this guy here that I was bidding on, or someone in at right mid, and we'd be good for this. Although, actually, what I can do is go with a completely random player, can't I? I could go with a goalkeeper at right mid, and this should still work, I think, anyway. Because this guy's 1,000 coins, so why don't I just put him in there? Yeah, that works. That works perfectly. Should you go with Oscar or Augusto? It depends, mate. Like, whichever you think looks better, whichever fits into a team. Personally, I'd go with Augusto. But they're both good, but just don't think either of them are, like, amazing, so I personally wouldn't want either of them. Neither of them are a card I'd personally use, so I'd just sell the cards from that. Ronaldo or 90 rated at R9 Ronaldo? I'd go with CR7 Ronaldo. Okay, so we actually got both of these cards on bid. We got that card there for 700 coins too. We got Grenier. I've got various cards that I'll be able to sell on. But yeah, we got Gonzalez, who I'll be using. Actually, no. Do I need to use him? I don't need to use him in the SBC, so I think we're good there. Although, actually, I can save coins on that left back. So I'll send him to the club for the moment. And then I'll sell that CDM I got. Just bidding on players as I go through. Again, we're getting just cheap deals that I'm just trading really as I go through this. So I'm making coins as I do this. So like he's going for, let's check. I think it was like 2 and a bit K. Yeah, 2.6. We got that. So I can instantly just sell that card for 1,000 coins profit. You sold lots of Ligue 1 players and made like 50k. Nice one, man. Yeah, I'd go with Augusto out of the Chinese Super League ones and Depay out of the Ligue 1 ones, but I'm not doing the Chinese Super League just because, like, I think with that league you're narrowing yourself down a lot because, like, you can't really use defenders from the Chinese Super League. You have to kind of use the same players. You have to use, like, Hulk and Talisca and stuff, whereas with Depay you've got a lot of other options. Like, the Ligue 1's full of good players. You've got lots of good club links, lots of good nation links, and I think it's just better. Yeah, it is a lot cheaper on bid. That's definitely something I've realised. So if you guys are completing this, like, yeah, make sure you follow the same kind of like tips I'm using. This one here, look, use it, that way we don't have to get a really expensive right mid, and I can sell Carroll, who's I think quite expensive. He's actually cheaper than I thought. Carroll is like 3 and a bit K. I thought he was really expensive. I thought he was going up a lot. But I can use this guy who's cheaper anyway, so he's like 1,000 coins. I'm not sure what the price of this is gonna, like, what's gonna happen with it, whether it's gonna go down a lot or go up or stay the same. I'm not sure. I think doing it the day it comes out is always a little bit risky, but sometimes can save you a lot of coins because it then suddenly shoots up. But what I'm thinking is right now players, like, in general go for a good amount, so the packs I get back from this will be good because I can open them during the Ultimate Screen promo, and obviously I can then profit from that because we could maybe get a card from there. You like how I'm active with the chat? It makes it easier for us viewers. I always like interacting with the chat because it makes it a lot better for me, like, as a streamer. It makes it more entertaining being able to interact with the people who are actually watching the stream. This guy's a lot. What I could do is go with... No, actually, I was going to go with Carroll and then a different guy there. But yeah, you kind of have to use him. Unless you do... Yeah, Strasbourg's an expensive one. I'm tempted to sell this guy now for like 7.5k. And then I'm trying to think what I could do. I'd have to use a left back. I'd have to use Carroll, and then I'd use this guy up here. Actually, yeah. Would that work? No. Would that... Wait, would that work? Yeah, that would work. That would work. Sadly, I just sold Carroll, which is annoying. But yeah, Lionel Carroll, we can quickly get in there. Yeah, so we've just worked out a super cheap way of cutting some coins off this SBC here. So Carroll's 3k, that left mid is like 7.5k. So, like, that's an easy 3.5k. I won't use him at left mid. I'll use Carroll just at left back and then use the goalkeeper at left mid. But yeah, hopefully I can get a Carroll cheaply. I did just sell one, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. 2k, can we get this one? Probably not, no. I'm tempted to just try and snipe some of these guys, but like this card right now, I will sell for 7.5k. And that is crazy profit. That card cost me just over 1,000 coins. Let's go and get a Carroll quite cheaply. And then we've got PSG, which I think PSG will be expensive. Like, PSG could maybe be like 50k or so. I'm not sure. PSG is probably going to be a lot. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway. Let's just try and get a Carroll for like maybe, I don't know, we can bid on one maybe. Bidding is always a good way to go with these. Let's go 1.5k. 2k. There we go. I'll get that one. We might get that one on bid as well. It's so easy to make coins by sniping and bidding on these cards right now. Like, I'm doing the SBC, but probably once I've done it, I reckon I'll go and might get a curry. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'm just gonna go and like bid on cards and try and get like some good deals. Because in the early stages of a new League SBC coming out, the profit you can make is mad. If I say Glenn Murray's a GOAT, you'll sub. Okay, Glenn Murray is the best player. He's the greatest player of all time. How much do I think the SBC is altogether? I think it is around 250k. That price is all over the place right now, so I think it might be nearer like 220 maybe at the moment. But it might go up to like 300 tomorrow. It's really like, it's because we haven't had a big SBC like for a big league yet. Like, it's hard to judge really what's going to happen with prices. But yeah, this PSG one's worrying because I think it is going to be a massive amount of coins potentially. Like, I remember for the big leagues last year, like Barcelona and Real Madrid were like 150k each or something. Maybe like 20k. I think last year it was about 20k. But this year I'm just thinking like a lot of their players have had upgrades. Like, they have Mbappe and like people who've had big upgrades. Is the Chinese Super League worth it? I'm not sure. I think the Chinese Super League's really cheap because it's primarily bronzes. I just bit my tongue, which hurt. I think the Chinese Super League is made up of pretty much just bronze cards, so not many of them will be that expensive. I'm just looking at SBCs. Chinese Super League is 100k. Ligue is 300k right now. Like, with the packs you get from the Ligue 1 one's got better packs, so I think that like makes it easier because you're getting a lot of the stuff you spend back. Okay, so yeah, the issue with this is a lot of the cards you have to use are quite high rated. Is Lo Celso? I'm not sure if Lo Celso is still at the club. I think Lo Celso and Trap. There's a few players who are in concepts who shouldn't be in concepts because they've transferred. Actually, no. This could be cheap. It could be, well, not cheap, but cheaper, because they have signed a lot of like random small players who don't really play for them much, but are in their squad. Like all these types of cards down here. Oh, you need an 81 rating though. That can get in the bin. Okay, hopefully these 83s will bring the rating up. Because there's a load of low rated cards. Like, I was worried I'd have to use like some big name players, but I forgot they'd signed all these like bench warmers. So they don't have a striker. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Dani Alves I can slot in here. Dani Alves or Meunier. Let's see who's cheaper. Like 5k. About 4k. Okay, let's go with Dani Alves for the moment. Kazawa, how much is he? Yeah, a lot of these golds are quite expensive. Bernat's a little bit. I reckon this guy's probably quite cheap. Okay, I don't want that version of him. I'd never heard of that German guy before. Does he play for them? Does he play for them much or not? I doubt it because they already have 3 really good centre backs ahead of him, but I'm not sure. He's probably cheap. Yeah, he's like 1.5k probably. I don't think Lo Celso. Oh yeah, Lo Celso. He doesn't play for them. He plays for Real Betis. I was gonna say. Okay, so go with that there. Diarra, probably again quite expensive. These are the ones that will drop down. Like a lot of these non-red golds and things, they're gonna drop down. Like I could go with Kimpembe. How much is he? He's like 5k. I could go with Meunier. He's actually, yeah, Meunier is a similar price and he's an actual centre back, so I'll go with him. And then for a striker, we need an 81 rating, which is too much. I guess we have to go with like Rabiot then. Oh, Rabiot's not much. That's sick. Rabiot's like 2.7k. I was worried. I thought Rabiot would be a lot. He's a lot cheaper than I expected. So we're good in terms of chemistry there. Can I do something to make this cheaper? What if I bring Kazawa in? Okay, that makes the team cheaper. So yeah, now I just need to go ahead and buy these cards. This is the one that's going to be more expensive, so I'm going to quickly take a picture of this squad with my phone. And then I'll be able to copy it. There we go. So now I can just go ahead and build the team that I took a picture of, and yeah, I'll just zoom in on that. That's the cheap way of doing that one. Obviously, you're saving coins by not having to buy yourself a striker or a right winger, because I think they're like Mbappe and Cavani, which obviously you don't want to buy. We're not even halfway through yet. We've got Monaco, Marseille, Lyon, and PSG. They're the expensive ones. Okay then, so let's just get a right back from them first of all. I'll get whoever's cheaper out of Meunier and Dani Alves. They're the same rating, so it doesn't really matter. We're probably looking at about 25k for this one, which at the end of the day isn't too bad. Like it's not bad. Like you're getting a 45k pack back, and in the like once you've done the whole thing, you're getting Depay, so you can't really complain too much. 5.3k. There's one's coming out really cheaper, so I might just try and snipe one. I was going to buy that one there, but that's more expensive than any of the other ones. 5k. Yeah, they're both the same kind of price. 4.7, we'll take that. Okay, apparently we won't take that because someone else took that instead. Okay, if I get one for under 5k, I'll pick it up. How many more do I have left? We've done about 6, I think, out of the 20. Maybe like 6 or 8 of them. I always forget about Di Maria. No, just Di Maria is more expensive. Like, I don't need to get Di Maria, I don't think. Like, where would I use Di Maria in that team? Because I already have wingers that are cheap, so I don't need to get another winger. I missed out on that one. Can we get Dani Alves for 4.9? No, we can't. I just want to get one for under 5k. Because I don't really want to pay 5.3k. Okay, one's popped up. 2k? How did I miss out on that? I was literally on like the second that popped up. How do you snipe like that? You just compare price and go back, and you see any that pop up. That's the traditional way of sniping, the one I was doing there. Investing in silver Premier League players, hoping to make loads of coins. If you haven't checked out, you may be investing from it, but I did a video yesterday on the best. I messed up on that one, 1.5k. I did a video yesterday on those investments. Oh, when I was talking about Thauvin and Mbappe, isn't Di Maria a left winger though? And also, like, no one uses Di Maria really on FIFA because it's not that good, mainly because he's got 2-star weak foot, I believe. Is it 2-star? He used to have 2-star anyway. He used to be really good apart from the weak foot, but the weak foot made him just like unusable. Because it meant on his weak foot he had like 25 shooting. When you have a bad weak foot, it brings down your shooting by like, if it's like 2-star, you have like 80% less shooting than what you have on your card. So you literally have like the shooting of like a bronze centre back. I think that's how it works anyway. I don't want to. I want to get one for 5k. There's one for 4.5, but that would have already been bought. Orange. It's so annoying when you're literally right on it. He's a right mid, is he actually? But yeah, no one really uses Di Maria because of that weak foot mainly. He's always just been really cheap. Like even at the beginning of the game, I packed him early on and I thought he'd be worth a lot, and he was literally like 2 or 3k. Can this stop? Yeah, he does have 5-star skills, to be fair. But yeah, like you never see anyone use Thauvin. You never see anyone at all use Thauvin. So Thauvin was a weird one to give the SBC to. Okay, I'll just bite the bullet, go on 5.2k because no one wants to watch me try and get the same card for ages. So we've got him. I need to get this squad up on my phone. So we need to get ourselves a Keller. I think that's his name. Let's just go and get all the cheap cards for now by doing this. Like, I'll just find all the cheapest players. So 1.3 will hopefully get me Choupo-Moting and Keller. Maybe not Keller, I'm not sure, we'll see. 59th minute, see if any pop up. Rabiot, 1.1. Oh my god, that would have been a sick one. I don't know why Rabiot's really cheap and then these others are more expensive. Like, we've already got Areola. But yeah, for some reason Rabiot's like 2.5k. Even though he's like probably the most usable of all these cards that's expensive. Should you do the League SBC? It's completely up to you, man. Like, if Depay or maybe even Thauvin is a card you want to use, and that you feel that you would have a lot of use for, like maybe if you've already got like an untradeable Gabriel Jesus and like some other good striker, maybe not. But if you like really need a good striker, like I personally, I've been using Wilfried Zaha all weekend league for like the past 3 weekend leagues, and he's good. But I definitely like could do with a better striker, and I wasn't really wanting to like. I was thinking maybe of getting informed Ben Yedder, but he's like 120k now, and like from this, I'm probably spending about 120k to get Depay, given that I've already bought a lot of these cards and invested in them. So I think like it will work out pretty cheap for me actually getting this. It will work out the same kind of price as getting Ben Yedder, and also I get packs in return. So I think it's worth it. And also, like, he's a lot better than Ben Yedder, obviously. But I can link him into Promes. I can link him into Fekir, Ben Yedder, like, so many good players. So I think it's definitely, like, a good one to go with. I don't do many League SBCs, but when I do them, I do it for a card I would definitely use. Like, last year, you had, like, Cavani, who was, like, kind of good, but, like, I don't know. Like, Cavani didn't have the skill moves. And last year's FIFA didn't really suit Cavani. I think Cavani is probably good this year. I haven't used him, but last year you kind of needed like to have pace and like agility and balance and stuff, and he didn't really suit the meta of the game. But like Player of the Month Lucas, I did. He was really cheap, and he's one of the best players I've used on this game. Like he's like a 500k player. He's so good in game. The only downside is he's got 3-star weak foot, but apart from that, he's sick. Where did I finish in the weekend league? Gold 3. That's where I always, as I said earlier on in the stream, that's where I always aim to get. I can easily get gold 2, but the rewards for gold 3 I personally think are better. You get a 50k pack for gold 3 and not for gold 2. So I just, as soon as I get to gold 3, stop playing. Normally I have like 5 or 6 games left, but I can't really deal with the hassle of like getting through all those other games. You've got Hazard and Lucas. Easy way to get him into your team. Play 4-5-1. Play like them on each side, and then you can build like a completely different team in the middle. It doesn't matter what positions they are. You don't have to play that formation in game. Just swap your formation as soon as the game starts. But that will be a way of getting him in. But also the thing with this card is even if I get better strikers and stuff, he's still like the perfect kind of super sub. Like, if you're looking for a good super sub, Depay has literally all the attributes you'd want. He has really, really good stats. I want to quickly check his stats on Foothead. How did I miss out on that Rabiot? I want to quickly check his stats on Foothead, just see what he's got. I'm not sure how tall he is. Does anyone know how tall Depay is? Let's quickly check. Depay is 5'9". He's got high-low work rates. He only has 81 finishing on this card. He's got 83 strength though, 92 acceleration, 95 free kicks, 90 shot power. The shooting is only really brought down by the volleys and penalties. Apart from that, he's got really, really high shooting stats. His dribbling stats are all really high. His composure's not amazing, which is 78. But yeah, 5-star weak foot. 3-star skills isn't amazing, but it's still really good. I think this is probably going to be one of the few League SBCs that is in fact worth it. Have I bought FIFA points? Not that many. I bought some like on the first day of FIFA, but not like nowhere near the extent of the vast majority of YouTubers. I don't really like spending FIFA points just because like it's so much money. Like it's so much money just for like some virtual coins, and I can trade and get those coins easily. Like it's a lot more rewarding as well, making your own way through, like buying buying players through coins that you've made through trading and like getting good pack luck and stuff, as opposed to just spending loads of money on the game. Like, I have way better things I could spend money on than FIFA, so I don't really want to waste my money on it. I need to get Ivan Kazawa, and I think, is it Draxler? I think Draxler's the last player I need, and then we're done for this one. I do not want to be spending 4k on Kazawa. No, thank you. You've got Inform King, but he's not playing. You need a Prem striker with 50k. Gabriel Jesus is the person you need for that. Yeah, get Gabby Jesus. Or, like, you could get Heung-min Son, maybe. I think he's just over 50k, but you could trade a little bit and get Son and play him as a... Wow, that would have been a good deal. You could get a cheap deal on Son, play him as a left forward, or sub him on in game. I'm sniping however long it takes to get Kazawa for 3k. Well, it doesn't take long, but I don't want to spend like 4k on a non-rare. I need to get Draxler as well, and then we're done. Is Messi Player of the Month coming? I don't think so. There's no card in the database for La Liga Player of the Month. They did mention it, but I don't think it will be a thing. And like, they've already done the SBCs for the Bundesliga and stuff. And I think that was announced later than La Liga anyway. So I doubt they'll do one. And like, also imagine a Player of the Month Messi. Like, it would be so expensive. Like it would be millions, like 2-3 million coins probably. And at this stage of the game, I don't know how they do that because there aren't even that many special cards. You'd probably have to trade in like a 90+ rated Barcelona player, so it would be like Suarez or Messi, and you might need like an icon or something. It would be like so much. I need to favourite that SBC. I should have done that earlier. Okay, so we've done PSG. PSG cost me about 20,000 coins, but you get a 45k pack back, and I reckon I'll get like at least 50,000 coins maybe from the packs. Okay, so we've now got Lyon. Let's just check what cards Lyon have. I probably won't do all of these on stream now because it's taking ages, a lot longer than I expected, and I'm really hungry. I do need to go and get some food. Also, my mouth is so dry from talking for ages. I bit my tongue earlier as well on stream, which hurts. Lyon are going to be super cheap. I didn't think it would be that much. They just have loads of random players I can use. We'll go with Mendy. Morel can get involved. All these guys there. Do you think the Ligue 1 players you invest in can drop in price? Yeah, I think some of them will. Like the more kind of irrelevant random ones probably will, which is why I've sold them on already. Like the ones that aren't really rare, I think they'll probably end up like dropping eventually in price. Open the packs. I'm not doing the SBCs immediately because I'm doing a video on them. So I'm making sure I complete the entire thing first. I'll do Marseille after this, and then I'll probably end the stream. Okay, so do that quickly. Who else do they have as strikers? I can just use this guy here, can't I? Yeah, that one works. So, I think almost all of those players are rare, so we should be good. Let's go and buy all the Lyon players, all the Marseille players, and then I think we're pretty much covered for the expensive SBCs. I think following this, I only really have like ones that I have all the expensive players for already, and maybe apart from Monaco. Nice, I think are pretty much just gold, so that one shouldn't be bad. Can I say which players I sold already? Basically, all the ones I had from the Ligue 1 that weren't in the investment squad, I did that video on. Sandra Anderson. Basically, that's it. Pretty simple. What's the best moment to sell Ligue 1 investments? Depends who they are. If they're players who are quite rare, I did an investment video on the really kind of rare cards that I think could go up a lot. If they're those types of players, I'd recommend holding off on them, as I think they could go extinct and get rarer and more expensive. If it's just like a random card that wasn't in that squad, I'd probably sell them now. I'm just trying to get all these cards cheaply, really. There's loads getting listed up. Like, if you guys want to make coin sniping, this could be a good filter. But basically, a lot of those like rarer cards aren't rare at the moment because loads of people have been investing in them and listing them on the market. But gradually as they get used up in SBCs, they'll obviously get rarer. I've like fully lost my voice pretty much. It actually hurts to speak. Okay, so we need to get this guy here or this guy here. Can I get one of them? No. Yeah, I need to get. Can we get him? No. I want to get these cards for like 1,000 coins. I don't want to be overpaying for them. Like these are the types of cards that are overinflated right now, and that will definitely drop down in price. Like all these types of cards. We actually got one there. Yeah, keep all the players in the squad. That's what I'm doing anyway. Oscar or Augusto, neither I'd personally say, but if you do like fully want to do it, I'd get Augusto. But that's my opinion. Depends like on your squad. You might have a defensive midfielder role that needs filling, in which case Augusto would be the one to go with. You might have an attacking midfielder or something. You might want a super sub in one of those roles. So yeah, it depends what position you're looking for. Okay, so we've got Mendy now. I think I need like one of the wingers and some of the midfielders. I've got Marcelo. This is a good sniping filter if you want to make coins. Try and snipe players from Lyon, and you can probably get some good deals. I just keep getting out sniped and outbid on various ones, but I just don't want to pay like 2k for a gold centre mid really. Yeah, like if you want to do these the cheapest way, wait with these ones here. Like don't go in and start getting all these gold cards immediately. Like don't do PSG and like Lyon, Marseille right now. I remember last year Marseille was actually quite expensive because they had a lot of gold players that were just retardedly expensive. It's probably going to be similar this year, but I think they have more high rated cards, so they'll be more common. You've got Inform Hulk. Yeah, in that case, I'd probably get Augusto. You could play like a 4-3-3, link him up in there on the right hand side, and then go into a different league quite easily with Fred in the middle. So yeah, I'd do that. I'd get Augusto. How am I not getting like Cornet and people? Like there's loads of them popping up on the market. So we've got Mendy now. Let's just increase the price a little bit. Let's try and get like one of the right wingers. Now there's just loads that are glitched onto the market. 1.5k. There, we've got a Cornet. How many shrimps do I have to eat? About 6.4. What is that question? How many shrimps do I have to eat? I don't know. Okay, 1.5k for Cornet. Apparently I already have him. I didn't know I did. I need to get Traoré then. That's the other one. Bertrand Traoré. I'll just try and snipe him. Or wait till one pops up. What division am I in? Foot Rivals? I think 6. I got it's the one that I originally got ranked in like the first time I played. And I haven't. Like whenever I get close to getting promoted, I just try and get relegated, or not get relegated, but just stay in that division, because Division 6 is perfect because basically it means that I don't have to play division rivals at all. Yet I still get rank 1 division rival rewards, because it's at a stage where you get enough points in it from playing Foot Champions, because you get 400 like division rival points with each Foot Champions game. So it means I can just play Foot Champions on the weekend. The points I get from that still allow me to get rank 1 in division rivals without having to play it. Whereas when you get to like the higher divisions, anything past division 5, it just gets really sweaty and you have to play loads of games and it's just really competitive, which I don't really want. Like the weekend league's already sweaty enough, so I don't really want to then have to, like, when I play in the week and just want to like chill, I want to be playing in like a lower division that's actually fun if I do play games. But that way I don't really have to play division rivals and still get high up in it, and the rewards don't really change that much. Like you get really good rewards in Division 6, and I go with the coins option every time anyway, and there's not much difference between what you get anyway, so that one's fine. You can get Bertrand Traoré right there. I still need to get 1 or 2 more players. I think some of the midfielders are the ones I need. That's CDM, Toussaint. Where do I finish in Foot Champions? Gold 3. Basically, I always stop at Gold 3. I could get to Gold 2, maybe even Gold 1, but looking at the rewards, I prefer the rewards you get from Gold 3 to Gold... no, I prefer the ones in Gold 3 to Gold 2. You get a 50k pack, which you don't get in Gold 2. I think you get like a rare mega pack or something. So I just, as soon as I get to Gold 3, which I typically get with like 5 or 6 games remaining, I just stop. Just because like the weekend league takes loads of time, it's stressful and stuff. Like I don't want to be playing loads on the weekend anyway. So as soon as I get to Gold 3, I stop. Like you get the same number of inform packs. You get the 2 inform packs wherever you are in Gold. And they're the same types too, like you get the same number of players in them, so yeah, I see no reason to really go further than that. Okay, so Lyon, I think, is Lyon done? Have I got all the Lyon players? No, I actually don't. I have quite a lot of them then, but like different ones to what it says I need and stuff. But yeah, I've got some in my club here. We've got Marcelo, who I can bring in. We now need to get Ndombele. Ndombele should be quite cheap because he's rare. And then I need to get Ferry. And I need to get Morel. Okay. So I'll go ahead and pick them up. Apparently Bellerin just scored an own goal. Arsenal are losing. Arsenal have been really good this season so far. It's going to be one of their first losses, isn't it? I think. Chunky Monkey, welcome to the stream. Nice name. Okay, so we have this one, then we have Marseille, and then I'm definitely going to be going because I don't know if you guys can tell. You probably can't tell that my voice hurts because that would be weird. But you might be able to hear, but my voice, I don't know, my throat hurts, or like my voice. Well, my voice can't hurt, but you guys get what I mean. Okay, so I need to get Morel as well, the centre-back. Normally I have something to drink as I'm streaming, that's probably why. I'll go and get a beverage after this. Okay. Morel, Jeremy Morel, why is he expensive? Actually, why is he expensive? Cameron Finley, welcome to the stream, what's going on? Centre-backs, I want a centre-back from Lyon. I want to see if there's another centre-back option. I want one that isn't Marcelo. Is that possible? I don't think it is. I think you can. There's a few ways to do this SBC. Like instead of Morel, you could go with like a left back at centre back. I think you could go with a full back at centre back and then save coins by like going with a real left mid. But I'm not sure. I think there's a few ways to do this. When is the best time to buy your team? Black Friday is by far the best time. I'm selling a lot of my players. I'm just trying to go into Black Friday with as many coins as possible, really. That's when I'm going to be buying my team. That's why I've had loads of coins recently. Like I've had 400 or 500k. But I've been playing Weekend League with quite a cheap team just because like I don't want to lose coins. So I'm just like holding off on investing in an expensive team for a while. How much have I spent so far? I think about 25k, and we've done half of it because I've got most of the players in my club from investments. And also I've been gradually selling cards that I've invested in as well. When is Black Friday? It's in a month, I believe. We saved a few coins there getting that. I'm doing this to make it a little bit cheaper too. I'm buying or sniping cards a little bit cheaper than what they're going for. So I've saved probably like 10k in total just by doing that as well. But yeah, we've got one more to go now. One more now. That is Marseille. Would 1.2 million be good on Black Friday? Yeah, like going into Black Friday with that amount, you could build a really good team because that's the cheapest point for a really long time on the market, basically, Black Friday. Like it will take about 2 months for player prices to recover, so at that time you'll be getting such cheap cards. Okay, so I'll use all these types of cards. Don't hopefully have to use any of the higher rated ones. Yeah, they have a lot of gold cards, so I should hopefully be good. I'm not sure how much Marseille will be. Marseille don't have many rare cards, I don't think, but they've got more high rated cards, which for some reason seem to be a little bit cheaper. Like with PSG, the highest rated cards were the cheapest ones. Like Rabiot and people are quite cheap compared to like the non-rares. Okay, so I'll swap all these guys around, put him down here. Who do they oh yeah, they have Torvan as a right mid. Do they have like a Cam or someone that's cheap? Is there a cheap goalkeeper actually I could use? Yeah, we can use Pele maybe. So that's 92 chemistry. How about I do that? There we go, that's 95, so that works out. You just did Marseille, it's cheap. Yeah, by the look of it, this is going to be a cheap SBC. Do you think the crash before Black Friday will be biggest? Yeah, that's how it works typically. The crash before the crash, like a week or two before, is always the low point in the market. That will be covered in the video that I do on it, which I was planning on doing today. Then this SBC came out, so I'm doing a stream on this, and I probably won't get another video out today. I meant to, but like, I don't know. I've not even been busy. I've just like not been that motivated recently with videos. I have loads of video ideas. That's the thing, and I just haven't got around to doing them. Okay, so let's get Germain quickly. He's probably going to be a little bit cheaper, I'm hoping anyway. Can we get one for a K? One for 900? Yeah, we can. Okay, so get him. Get a couple of other players. I think we need Ocampos. Get Ocampos right here. Maybe there's a cheaper left mid. I think there were a couple of left mid options. I don't need to go man for man with the players I had in that squad there. Maybe left wing. No. Let's just go left mids there. Anyone know Plymouth Argyle? Oh yeah, they're quite close to me. I've seen Plymouth Argyle play before. At Exeter City away. I've forgotten who won the game actually. I think it was Plymouth, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've seen them play. Okay, so what I need now is the two right backs, which I believe are both non-rares. I also need the centre backs, Rami and Rolando. It's like the last time. Like Rami is one of the cheapest cards here. Like look, Rami's 1,000 coins. We got a cheap Rolando. I got another cheap Rolando there who I'll use just because I can save some coins on him. I'm going to try and snipe and just wait for a Rami to come up for a K. Like, I know this might take a little bit longer, but doing this just for every position, just trying to get a card for, like, even if I try and get a sniper card for 200 coins lower than what it's going for, in each position I do with this SBC, every single time I do that, I'm saving coins. So in the long run, I'm probably going to save like 10 or 20k. Should you buy players in preparation for the Premier League SBC? Yeah, you should. You should. It was 2-0. I don't know if it was a couple of seasons ago, so it might have been. I seem to remember Exeter scored, but I think Plymouth won. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it was quite a long time ago. Okay, so the right backs are also quite cheap. We need both of them, Sakai and Sarr. Get Sarr there for a K. There we go. So who else do I need? I'm trying to think. Have I got everyone? No, I need that centre mid, the really small centre mid. I don't know what his name is. He literally looks like he's about 3. Why is Strootman so cheap? Next player of the month. I'm not sure. Could be. Well, I'm not sure how long's the month been going on for so far. I'm trying to think like who's performed well. Cranked raid. Thanks a lot for the raid, Cranked. Who's actually just in the chat right there. Thanks a lot for the raid, man. Everyone who's come over from Cranked stream, I'll quickly mod you, by the way, Cranked rather, not Stranked. I'll quickly mod you. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, everyone who's come over from his stream, we're currently completing the Ligue SBC. I'm going to be taking Depay for sure. Luckily, I invested in a lot of the cards required for it, so it's only cost me about 40k right now to do almost half of the SBC. So we're looking good at the moment. But yeah, Depay is the one I'm definitely going to be going for. Am I going to play some games or just do SBCs? I'm just going to be finishing off. Well, I'm not even going to be finishing off now. I'm just doing this Marseille SBC, and then we'll be calling it a day for today because it has been over a 2-hour stream so far, and as I said, my voice or just my throat really hurts. Because yeah, I've been talking for ages and haven't had a drink. Oh yeah, Cranks, no worries for that. Thanks a lot for sending your viewers over. Always much appreciated. So let's quickly go with a random right back in there. We can go with Germain in here. I got Strootman in the midfield, so we're covered there. Do I prefer long-term investments or quick flipping? A bit of both. I typically have a lot of long-term investments just stored in my club just because it's like so easy, really. Like, it's very easy coins, and you just put them in your club and forget about it, and like that's all you really need to do. So I do a bit of both, really. Typically though, like I don't really spend that much time on FIFA, like trading and stuff. Like I do a lot of stuff just in like generally like in life in general, as opposed to just playing FIFA all the time. A lot of the big traders do like flipping like icons and stuff, like Run the Foot Market and all of those people, but they spend like loads and loads of time playing FIFA. I maybe trade like 2 hours or so a week, so I just get lots of long-term investments typically. Just because like doing that, I just have them in my club. Typically, the long-term investments make you more coins too, as they're like with these League SBC investments, for example. I'm getting them so cheaply that when I'm then selling them on, like I'm making like 5-6 times back what I spent on them. So like you've seen with some of the cards we've been trading with here, like the profit margins on them is crazy. I already have that guy. Who is it that I need? It's Sanson. I want to quickly get a Sanson just because I want to do this the cheapest way, and I think Sanson is probably cheaper than Strootman, who I picked up earlier. Can I or no? Can I what? Can I what? I'm not sure. Okay, so we need Sanson, and that's it, I think. I think we have a Marvy now, so we're good for that one. Just do you want me to game share that thing? No, I timed you out because you kept spamming. No, I don't even know how to game share, but like ask one of your mates or something. Like I'm not sure, but that sounds confusing. And like, does that mean you use my account or something? I don't know. That just sounds like dodgy. Anyway, like if you want to give me 40, well I don't. Yeah, like if you want to, you will give me £40 of FIFA points if I game share FIFA with you. Why don't you just buy FIFA for £40? That's what it costs. So yeah, like doesn't really work out. Arsenal just leveled, did they? Who scored? I don't think I have any Arsenal players on fantasy football, but I know a lot of my friends do. Have Lacazette. The Chinese Super League is 130k on Footbin. It was 100k earlier, so maybe... Wait, I'll check. Has it risen up then? Yeah, the Chinese Super League's gone up 25k. So these SBCs are rising, which... that's why I decided to do this early, as I said, because it's before any of those high-end players get really expensive. Like I did this last year, and it means that... Like the Ligue SBC at one point was like 100k last year. And then it rose up to being like 400k because Lille was literally like 100k to do because their centre backs were 20k each and their wingers were really expensive. So getting on it early is often a good way of getting around it. So we've gone and done Marseille. We've got PSG done. We've got Lyon done. We've got a lot of the expensive teams done. So we've done 6. We've done 8 of them. I've got 12 more to do, which I'll probably do on a stream tomorrow. I've got Nice, Nîmes, Lyon. All these teams, but the majority of these teams are just kind of like quite average sides that are primarily just made up of like low rated goals. I just want to check Amiens because I'm not sure if they have many gold cards, but I think on the whole it's just gold cards that we really need for these. Like I'll quickly do the concept squads for these just because we had a raid, so like people who've literally just joined, I don't want to suddenly be ending. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly see what we can do like with concept players. Like Amiens here, it literally just needs 5 like non-rare gold players, and that one's done really easily. we can see what other ones there are. Ozil scored, Bellerin got an assist. Good to see Ozil scoring because I rate Ozil and he gets so much abuse, and I still think Ozil's like one of the best players in the Premier League. I'd say like top 10 probably, but yeah, he gets so much abuse, even from just from Arsenal fans. We can use a lot of goal players here. How often do I think we're going to get Flashback Friday? I'm not sure. I thought it would be every Friday. That would make sense, but I don't know. It's been weird whatever you're doing recently. I really don't know. Like, Ultimate Scream has just been disappointing, like, all round. Okay, so by the look of it, Angers may end up being a little bit expensive because we are going to need silver cards for this. But yeah, we can see. So how many... Wait, Angers don't have a right back. Oh no, Angers have one right back. Why didn't I invest in their one right back? I should have done that. Do I think they'll raise the minimum price? No, but I think they will raise the maximum price of some of these silvers, some of the rare ones. Which is why I'm holding on to a lot of them. Okay, so we can go with a random in here. Hopefully, let's just check the prices. Oh, wow. Wow, so Angers might end up being really expensive. Angers I didn't invest in. I didn't see how expensive some of these cards are. So yeah, that's like 6k for René Adelaide. I might hold off on this one. Yeah, these seem quite expensive. Non-rare bronze for how much is he going for? Like 4k? That is a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, there's one for 2k. I'll buy that one for 2k, actually. I might just bite the bullet and get it. That is a lot. But yeah, let's do it. Wait, he's already been bought anyway, so that's ideal. Yeah, this team, there's a lot of players in each position. Like, there's 3 left wingers, but they're still like 3 or 4k. For random silvers, which is annoying. But the core of the team is gold, so I guess... It's not too bad, but yeah, Angers by the look of it will be like 20k. Yeah, Barkley actually, Barkley is a good shout for Player of the Month, and David Silva especially, 2 assists in the last game, he was really good. Hazard's up there too. Okay, so Monaco I expect is going to be quite cheap. It's just gold cards really, like Benaglio can go in there. I'm going to do all these in concepts and then I'll buy the players tomorrow. Jemison there, in a right back. Who have we got? Sidibe. Sidibe might be quite expensive. No, he's not too bad. Left backs. Let's see. I probably won't need Glick. I can maybe go with a cheaper option anyway. That guy used to play for Man City, Ronnie Lopez. I think he was called Marcos Lopez or something when he played for City, though. He changed his name. Okay, and then we can go with Golovin too. Okay, I need like a... Do they have a centre forward? I'll go with the striker. Or a cam. Wait, they don't have a cam? Okay, I'll just go with a centre mid in there then. Who isn't Golovin? That Golovin there. Is that the one? Or that one? No. Wait, what? Oh, it's because, yeah, he's got ones to watch, but it has 2 in concepts. That's weird. So I'll do that one. Am I going to do the Chinese Super League one? Probably not. I don't think I'd use either of those cards, basically. Do they have any CDMs I could bring in? Yeah, they have these. These 2 guys are super cheap. Bring him in there. I could probably, for Glick, can I bring him in? Yeah, that works. 95 chem isn't quite enough, but if we do that, that gets me to 92, and then put him to cam. Yeah, put Golovin to cam, and that's working too, so yeah, we're good on there. Put a bid on him. So that one looks alright for Monaco. Saint-Etienne, let's quickly check. Looking forward to the Black Friday stream. That'll be in a while. I will have a video though, as I said, on Black Friday tomorrow. Yeah, all gold cards for Saint-Etienne. This is a cheap one, and I think it's worth it to hold off on these ones here that are made up of primarily gold cards, just because the golds are hyped up at the moment, because everyone's completing them. But yeah, these cards will be down to being like under 1,000 coins in a few days. But I'll finish the SBC off tomorrow maybe, or later on this evening. I'll see. They have 2 right midfielders. We can go with him. Him down there, and then you could use Saliba, but I've already got Moneypaque. But I think, how much is Moneypaque? Moneypaque is like 4k or so I might just sell him for like 3.6 or something. See if he sells for that. And then do they have a different goalkeeper just to save some coins? They might have like a silver. Yeah, I can go with this guy hopefully. Unless, wait. It's weird, sometimes you have like silvers that are just more expensive than like their gold counterparts. It's just weird, like the prices of some of these cards sometimes. But yeah, I don't need to go and buy anyone for that later. Again, I'm waiting tomorrow. Just though, can you like just stop spamming? I'll tell you again, but like no one wants to game share FIFA with you for £40. That just sounds dodgy. Like no one's gonna do that. Just buy FIFA for £40, like surely. Because if not, it just sounds like you're trying to scam people. Not gonna lie. Okay, so this one here, it's not too bad. I will have to probably pay a little bit for some silver cards, but shouldn't be too bad. I'll have to get 4 silvers, but apart from that, we're covered on there. That's that guy who used to be the strongest player on FIFA. Gangon. But yeah, like just whatever your name is, like this. Why would I game share with you, which involves me giving you like my account password and like all my details and stuff, like on an account that has had like lots of money spent on it and stuff? Like no one's gonna do that. No one's gonna do that. And you have £40. Like it, yeah, literally just sounds like a massive scam that no one's gonna fall for. SBC is wasting coins, not when you've bought all the expensive players. So it literally cost me like under 100k, and I get about 300k of packs. Definitely not not a waste in that case. Like me doing it here, I'm just making coins really. With the packs I get back, I won't really lose out at all. So I will have to buy a few silvers. So I'm just filling out all the gold positions. There are loads and loads of teams doing this. Nantes, I think, will probably just have gold cards. Get him, get Tatarasanu. Yeah, all these guys are cheap. Simple again. The majority of these are just really easy to do. But like there are a few ways that I've shown that you can save coins, so that definitely makes it work out better. Can do that. Get a goalkeeper in there, and that one's done as well. Next up, how many coins will you make on the Premier League? There's no way of saying like I can't be like, oh, you'll make 52k or whatever. Like you'll make lots of profit. Like that's all you need to know. Like I've no idea how much you'll make exactly. I've no idea who you've bought or how many you've bought or anything. But like you'll make profit. Don't worry about that. Like I had no idea how much I make from the Ligue. I'm not. Well, I'm making a lot of profit from cards I've sold from the Ligue, but I'm completing the SBC. But I'm doing it super cheap. Do you think you could still complete the SBC for about 200 or 300k right now? Yeah, I think it's about 260k as of right now to complete. So you should be able to do it for around the kind of price that you want. Wait, this is Montpellier. Why has it got Bordeaux players in my squad? Montpellier, that's in a completely different order. It's really weird. Some of these teams just put the players in a completely different order. I swear. Like put the clubs in a different order, like alphabetically to how they appear there, which is weird. I remember Montpellier were really, really expensive a while ago on like, I think it was last year or maybe the FIFA before, but players were super expensive. But yeah, this year it looks like it will be an easy one. Because everyone's gold. I can get by using a few players out of position too. Wait, no, these guys all play for Bordeaux, so for the wrong team. So again, that's another one that's probably going to turn out to be quite simple. Like, I just need to get 2 silvers. And we're good on that one. Montpellier is done. Nantes, I need to do Bordeaux. I've already got 1 Bordeaux player in there. Bordeaux, as I checked earlier, is just golds really, so should be easy. Yeah, I've got just enough to do this. Dome Lumbreg, welcome to the stream. What's going on, man? Okay, left wing. Let's go with this guy right here. Are you free at Dome? Are you free anytime this week, actually? Because or are you still working at Thatcher's? Are you free anytime in the week? Because I'm going to be doing stuff probably throughout the week because my dad's on holiday. Okay, so we can get that one done pretty cheaply and easily there. I will have to change the position of that left winger there, put him as a left mid, but apart from that, that one's easy. The goat, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if I had more subs, like Run the Foot Market, whenever he does a video on stuff, it just ruins the market because a lot of people just go and instantly do what he says. So yeah, I guess that's definitely a positive having less subs. But thanks for that as well. Like thrifting and stuff, that kind of stuff. I went around today and didn't really get anything. There's a kilo sale in Bristol as well next month, I think. Who do I support? Man City, I support. Message me on Facebook later, Dom. That would be easier. Okay, so let's go with Cams or something. That guy. This one's really easy. Again, like all of these SBCs have been super easy. I can probably save coins by like going. I can go with an out of position player somewhere. And now I have Montpellier, and then I have. Wow, there's so many of these to do. We've already done that one, so I've done Montpellier. I have done Lille now. We've got that one done. It is almost just gold cards I need though. Nîmes, I have no idea. I think they're newly promoted. I luckily somehow already have a lot of Nîmes players. I don't know why, but they don't have any golds. Wow. So yeah, I must have just bought all the Nîmes players, knowing that they didn't have any gold cards. I must have just gone out and bought a load of them. But yeah, we can get by with like a cheap keeper there. I'll just go and try and get like the cheapest player in these positions. So I'm just putting like a striker or whatever in, but I'll just find the cheapest one. Wait, do they not have it? No, they do have other strikers. Cool. We can go with like him or something. That one's easy. And then Nice is the last one. I'll check if I have any Nice players in my club already. I probably don't. I have Balotelli, that's it. Dante, Maximin, Cyprien. We can go with all of these random guys here. That Danilo guy may have transferred actually. Has he? I'm not sure. I swear he's in a different league, isn't he? No, he's not apparently. I think, didn't he used to play for like Sporting or something, and then he transferred to a different team? I'm not sure. I think anyway. Okay, so centre mids, finish it off here, and then I'm definitely gonna go and get a curry now because my throat is fully killing me. I do need to get a striker quickly. I've got Balotelli who'll work, but yeah, I definitely need to have a drink. Let's go with like that guy up front. Doesn't really matter, and that one's good. And I think that's it. So I'll finish these off tomorrow, and yeah, should be good. Should be good. Then I'll do another stream finishing off the SBC. I will maybe even do the Chinese Super League one. But as I said, my throat is killing me now. I don't know why. Maybe I've just become ill on stream. Also, my hair keeps annoying me and keeps going in my eye. So that can do one. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will catch you